stay brave. For the people, by the people, we built this joint. All facts, no filter, always on point, speaking truth to power. We done playing by the rules, taking back what's ours. Fuck 40 acres and a mule. Yo. This is America. This is America. This is America. This is America. This is America.
Welcome to Intrusive Thoughts, where giving a fuck is never an option. Here's your host, Nick Nack.
At this point, my draws are either going to be premium or unleaded, because how the fuck do you look like Bill Cosby and Shannon Sharp at the same time? Fuck a duck.
Check. Welcome to FTP Put Me On. Today we want to again give a shout out to our FTP fam Chessie, aka HHCF, for putting us on to a list of 30 black owned businesses all around the US. And the link to that video will be in the description below. 30 businesses is a lot, so on today's show I want to put a spotlight on a local business on that list, which is based here in LA, and it's called Supermarket. It's located at 3526 West Slauson Ave, Los Angeles, California, 90043. And the hours are from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. So, go and get you some fresh food from a black-owned business that started as a pop-up in 2016. They continued growing year after year and then purchased the Slauson location in 2020. From 2021 to 2023, they worked on the build-out and finally having a grand opening in June of 2024, blocking off Slauson Avenue to celebrate a real win for the neighborhood and a healthier lifestyle right smack in the middle of the black community. So give it up for Supermarket. The website is supermarket.la, and that is spelled SUPRMARKT.LA. You can even grocery shop online, but I'm pretty sure it's only for local and or pickup only. Give it up again for Supermarket LA.
Are you ready for all facts, no filter? Then lock in with the FTP podcast. For the people, by the people. Politics, race, pop culture, and community from a black perspective. Raw, real, uncensored. Connect with us online at the FTPpodcastnetwork.com. Watch us live every Sunday, Wednesday, and Thursday at ftp-live.theftppodcastnetwork.com. Subscribe on YouTube at For the People Podcast Show. Follow us on Instagram at FTP Podcast Show. And shop exclusive FTP merch at ftp-store.printify.me.
I have thoughts, great thoughts, the greatest thoughts actually, really great thoughts. Have you heard of BBC? You know I love
Shop exclusive FTP merch at ftp-store.printify.me.
I have thoughts, great thoughts, the greatest thoughts actually, really great thoughts. Have you heard of BBC? You know I love BBC, Barack's big cock, love it. I saw there was a channel called BBC, so I tell my people to put it on and they're British people talking. That's false advertising. You know, false advertising is bad. I never false advertise. How can you have BBC in the title and not show Barack's big cock? I have to call King Charles because he can't advertise BBC and not show it. I mean, you have to show it. Can't not show it. Shh.
Hey everybody, welcome back to FTP, for the people, by the people, to give power back to the people. As you can see, it's ladies only Sunday today. I'm so full. I don't have the guys, but Liv is back in the house. So welcome, Liv. Welcome everybody out there. Shout out to KK Flow, Blue Skyline, everybody out there watching. Make sure you guys are watching us on our network as well, which is ftp-live.theftppodcastnetwork.com. Hey, T Cope, our girl is in the house. How are you feeling? We hope you're doing well on your recovery. You know, you're the love of our life over here. We can't be, it's no FTP without you. So shout out to T Cope, one of our biggest supporters. We love her. Y'all know when it's me, I don't really do I don't have the viz queue up. It's just gonna be, talking amongst the people. That's kind of like what we do when it's when it's me by myself. But yeah, how was your week, Liv?
New York going through it, man. And we got fog. Now we got a torrential rainstorm. It's flooded everywhere. So we went from, like, that's what I'm talking about in my new episode. I'm about to drop it. And it's just, we went from really high highs to really low lows in New York. But that's the New York way.
But shout out to the political tea. FTP will be doing a crossover soon. So we're definitely gonna get that. My week has been, working hard on all those stuff that I got for Knickknack Production, stuff I'm doing for FTP. So it's a lot when you're one stop shop. So like my brain, it's like ADHD. So it's like I'll be in the middle of one thing and then I get an idea for something else, and then I gotta do that because, like, my husband's a trucker and he got off on the road this morning, so we had to be up at 4. But I didn't get no sleep because I'm sitting there laying there trying to go to sleep. But in my mind, I'm like, okay, I got this idea for something. I gotta finish it. And I got to work it out and all that type of stuff. So it was just like, it's having to focus myself. I'm going to have to start being like, well, you know what? I'm an hour. I'm going to work on this and this only, because I literally will be into something and I get an idea for a song. So now I got to stop and do it because I don't want to lose it. And then it's like, oh wait, this is merch. And then I have to do this. So it's craziness, but it's good craziness. Shout out to, I had a viral video, because you white bitches gonna learn not to come in my comment section. So Deborah,
the comment section be crazy. I cannot. Instagram, YouTube is all wild.
So shout out to everybody. The video is doing okay on Instagram, but shout out to Facebook and TikTok, because now it's surpassed. It's like 8 last night. It was like early this morning rather. It's like I was like 57,000. That's like 80, and that's on TikTok. So Facebook is 50. So, and on TikTok, some people are starting to use the sound and do it as a trend. So I love that. So shout out to everybody that's making that video go viral. I do have another one coming up, because we had another white bitch that decided she was gonna cape for Deborah, so I got to come for her now. So that one is
What's
dropping.
What's the song about
today? Okay, I made a post on Court of No Appeals. I posted a clip on Facebook about Cohen Wallen, and so this fucking foot dragging ass Ofe decided to step into my comment section and say, shut up, you fat bitch. Okay, so then I proceeded to give her the read of her life. So do you know what she did? It's on Court of No Appeals. So if y'all see it, I talk about it on Court of No Appeals too. She sent me on TikTok. Let me tell you, they looking for her ass. She has disabled her comments on all social media.
They always do that shit.
She DM'd me on TikTok and said, please remove my photos. I'm only going to ask once. To which I didn't respond, and I proceeded to block her.
Send me a cease and desist. Send me a cease and desist.
Send me that shit, okay? Send me that.
Pay a lawyer. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Send me that shit, bitch. Other than that, I ain't got nothing to say. You shouldn't have started shit. Y'all can't come into the comment section. And again, I talk about this on Court of No Appeals with consequences. You're not going to talk shit to us and think you could get away with it. We're not on that type of we're not on that type of time, okay? Me personally, not on it. We're going slur for slur, bar for bar. That's how we doing it today. We don't have time. So if you don't want me after your ass, don't give me no material to work with, okay?
It be black people too in the comments, like just saying crazy shit. Like, dude, you doing too much. You don't like the show, don't watch it. What did Jay-Z say? You don't want to buy my record, then don't buy the shit.
What did he say? What you eat don't make me shit.
Hello, like Yo, come on, man. Y'all got a lot of time on y'all hands.
Speaking of which, that's a good segue. I just saw a video this morning. It's called these guys. They're Gen Z. I love them. They're called a Jam Podcast. That's Jam, JAAM. So if you ever come across them, look them up. They're young men, and they're very, very good. I like their podcast whenever I see the clips. And they were talking about the freestyle that Hov did at the show, where he was talking about the boycotting. And I love Hov, but when you're right, I'm with you when you're right. And the boys were saying that Jay-Z was trying to say, we as the people we get to pick and choose who we boycott. So like we want to get on him about Target, but we went to Amazon or whatever. And the point that they made was, you as Jay-Z can boycott all of these places if you wanted to, because you have the money, like, you know what I'm saying? You have the means to get shit how you need to get it. But we as individuals, everyday people, we have the ability to focus on one place at a time. Because while we may boycott Target, we might still have to go to Amazon because there's no other way, no other service that can get us this. We may still have to go to McDonald's because that's what we can afford to eat. But you being in your position, you can boycott all of these places. And you still made the conscious decision to exclusively be with a store that you know Black people as a whole primarily has laser focused on getting you the fuck up out of here. So with that, I wholeheartedly agree, because you got to call a spade a spade. Does he have the right to do whatever the fuck he wants to do? Yes, it's Jay-Z. He can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. But you can't do something and then get upset at the reaction that other people are going to have towards it. It doesn't take away from the fact that he's the GOAT. He is. That's never going to change that. His business decisions are not going to change his rap career. Like, it is what it is. I can separate the two. But again, you can't, but don't throw it at the people. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to understand why the people are upset, why the people that fuck with you are disappointed and upset. Yes, you're hoes, and yes, technically you don't have to give a fuck. But at the end of the day, you're hove because niggas gave a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's at the end of the fucking day. That's how it was. And you know, rappers, there's always been the branding. Because the Cosmic Blue Autistic says, remember when rappers boycotted Cristal and Tommy Hilfiger, what happened? Mind you, Jay-Z
that was
boycotted the fuck out of Cristal, which is why we got Ace of Spades. Because Cristal said, we don't want you niggers drinking our champagne. And so he made Ace of Spades. So that's a perfect point. That's a perfect point.
That's what I'm saying. He's led boycotts before. Like, this is not new.
So then if he's led boycotts before, then you should understand why people are feeling the way that they're feeling. You can't throw it in people's face. You can, but there's backlash for that. But like we talked about before, niggas are saying you a sellout, but they want you to help with sellout money. So like where this ties into where, you know, Malcolm X says, you know, celebrities, we could never depend on them. Like, you can't depend on celebrities for the revolution. And that's true. Yeah. So either you're going to enjoy celebrities for being celebrities, and you can't hold them accountable, because at the end of the day, they're celebrities. Their fucking bank account is not yours. They don't live your life anymore, and you're not living theirs. So there's always going to be that disconnect. There's certain shit that Beyonce and Jay-Z are never going to have to deal with again. There are certain things that Beyonce has never dealt with that Jay-Z has to deal with. We're not going to discount the fact that Beyonce did not grow up poor. She did it. Like, her parents were well off. They weren't like, you know,
last week
1%.
Her father came out last week and said, like, we were millionaires by the time Beyonce was 4. Like, we had this money.
Exactly.
So you lived off your daughter, and he was like, I've been a millionaire. What are you talking about?
Exactly. So it's like, and you see that the house they live in, when you look at the old footage, they were never poor. So there's a thing with
Beyonce's
her.
mama
like,
had the #1 salon in Houston.
Exactly. So it's just like, when she made that song "Break My Soul" and the lyric starts with "I'ma quit my job," it's like, well, bitch, listen, whoever listening to that shit, that ain't her life, okay? That's a lyric, that ain't her life. She ain't never said I just quit my fucking job. So don't you niggas go do that. So we have to find a balance. We have to find a balance of deciding, are you gonna hold celebrities accountable, and then hold them accountable to what? Because at some point, would you like them to speak out? Yes. Are they required to speak out? Absolutely not. So it's just like, I think we as a people, again, we have the right as people that are consuming your shit to be like, hey, you know, I'm giving you my money, and I would like for you to, you know, speak up about this particular issue, but you know, you can't be upset if they don't, because um they don't live your life. They just don't. They're in a different space.
I think if they
So
have different contractual agreements. Remember, I told you, I think he's contractually obligated. Like, he's had this contract. They both have had a contract with Target for a minute. So did it expire and they renewed it? Or was this the same contract they always have? Because at that point, are we gonna
that
be
is
mad at
true.
them
They
for
do have
that?
contracts, because even when they got rid of DEI, there were certain black brands that are in there that are still
Yeah.
obligated. So I think there was a whole thing with Tabitha Brown
Yes.
where they were like upset with her, and she was like,
And
listen,
Tracy Ellis Ross.
yeah, it's like, listen, I want to get my shit up out of here, but I'm in a contract. So it's like, it
Yeah.
has to stay in the store. There's nothing
Yeah.
I can do. And I think as people, we have
People
to
don't get that.
you have to be realistic sometimes about certain things, because yes, you see people, and yes, they're black first. Tracy, they're black first, and you get that. But business is business, and if there's a contract involved, now, if Jay-Z, I think the criticism comes with like, you have the money if you wanted to get out of this. Certain people don't. You know what I'm saying? If you're a small business and you sign up with Target and they're doing this bullshit, you're obligated. You don't have enough money to buy yourself out of this contract. But if you're Jay-Z, you could have easily said, listen, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to quietly, you know, give you X amount of dollars back so that I can pull back from this situation.
But when
Like,
is
that's
enough? Because like, he's done so much. Like, when does he ever get a pass? Because a lot of people haven't done shit. But
that.
any
Okay,
movement, for any
that's true.
cause,
So
for
let's go.
anything. Like,
Let's
he's
go to the
done the work.
he has. I will give him that. Shout out to hubby. He's in the chat. So hey, babe, hope you doing good on the road. Keep your eyes on the road. Um, Also, guys, thanks to our producer Jason, we can now see the chats from the live. So let's go over there. Let's just see what say. Kez and say, hey, FTP podcast, your host. Hey, Kez, my name. Thank you for joining. Flower Mama, was good, y'all? Hey, Flower Mama, thank you for joining us on the network. We appreciate you. Tia, don't stop getting at Jason. KJ says, I disagree. He ain't no goat. I get that. I say that for me personally. Like, he's in my top 5, because as a writer, I can appreciate the music is very important to me. It always has been, and it is to most people. I don't sing anything, but like, I live and breathe it. Like, there was a time where I went to school for music business. I wanted to do A&R. I would read liner notes for fun. Like, my room, when I would buy a CD, I would take the booklet out and it would be pasted. So everything was on my wall from every angle. It was nothing but like music and stuff. And so I'll never forget the minute I fell in love with that man, like just vocally from a rap, is Money Ain't a Thing. When he said,
Yeah.
she saw my necklace, started relaxing. Now that's what the fuck I call a chain. I said, this nigga, because it's so simple.
Yeah.
And not everybody can do double and triple on top. Hov will say some shit and you will listen to that song 100 times, and it could be a couple of years later and you listen again and it's like, nigga, what he meant? That's what he meant. Like, it's so simple that it can go over your head. And as you get older, you go back and appreciate it. Same thing with Big. The reason why I love Big is because he's what I call a cinematic rapper. Because when you listen to most music,
He paints
when
the
you
picture.
when you listen to music and you close your eyes, you typically envision yourself in that. So like when we listen to trap music, we picture ourselves on the corner selling drugs, right? But when you listen to him, you're picturing him doing this. And that's not easy for rappers to do, to make you see them. You
Yeah.
usually see yourself. So
Yeah.
like to me,
But when he said,
my
"I'm putting 5 carats in my baby girl," is like,
Yeah,
you feel
you
that, like you
see that.
understood that. Yeah.
Now, my favorite Biggie song ever is "Give Me the Loot." Okay.
Okay.
And when I tell you to wait, close your eyes and listen to that shit. You see this nigga robbing. You don't see yourself. You don't picture. You see this nigga telling the story of robbing. And the fact that he played both characters, which I think a lot of people don't realize that he played both parts of that song. When you listen to that from beginning to end, the way it is masterfully done.
But Get Money
Thank-
is like that. When like you didn't
Yeah.
need to see the video to see him like
To
swinging
see-
on a bitch. Like,
Bitch, yes. Or like same thing with DMX. He has it to where you it's cinematic. You don't see yourself, you see him. And so like that's why I hold them in that regard. So I'm sorry. LJ here is here. Hey everybody. Denisha Deshay, I'm sorry. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank y'all for joining us. I'm gonna say Al, okay? Don't get upset with me because it's hard for me to read sometimes. Says Notorious Thugs is underrated to me. That is good. I think I saw a clip of what is Noriega's podcast, Drink Champs, where I think he had Bone Thugs and Harmony on there, and they were saying how they hadn't heard it until I think after he died, or it was something about that. But I think, is that the song where he kind of pays homage to them? What is the one where he kind of raps like them? Is that Notorious Thugs? There's a song that Biggie has where he kind of raps in the vein of Bone Thugs and Harmony. Maybe I'm getting the songs mixed up, but I'll never forget when it wasn't Life After Death. What was the one that came out right after he died? It was another one that Diddy released that he came out with.
Biggie duet.
Dang, it wasn't the duets. It was like a whole album. It wasn't Life After Death.
Ready to Die? No,
Ready to
Born
Die is the
Again?
first one. Maybe that was it. I think that was it. It was something. It was one that came out after that one. And at that time I was working at a record store in Hialeah, and I'll never forget. Everybody wanted that album so bad that it was a guy from New York, and this is me being in Miami. This man, we're closing the store down. Got the gate down and everything. He was like, "Y'all got that new Biggie?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I'll never forget, that man slipped me a $50 bill through the gate, and I gave him that CD. So
not Hialeah in the 90s. I lived in Miami. Not Hialeah in the 90s, girl.
In the 90s, they wanted that fucking album. That was it. I was like, he's like, I was like, we sure do. And I took my $50 right on home that night. That was my motherfucking tip, bitch. That wasn't going in the register. Fuck y'all.
No.
That was not. TDG says victory. I let Nikki, you looking for. Thank you so much. I love Boz. Appreciate you. But yeah, that was our Jay-Z / music talk. So like, what else has been going on? Oh, Mitch McConnell. Apparently there's a new AI photo that has surfaced, because you're not going to make me fucking believe that this man is laid up in the fucking hospital.
He is deader than dead.
With the fucking plaid, gingham plaid shirt on. How are you laying in the hospital bed fully clothed? That makes no sense. Then you got a picture you standing up, hugging, I guess, a doctor or somebody else, with smiling with somebody else. Listen, what is the point of? I don't understand. What is the point of not telling us about Turtle's death? Like he's fucking dead.
Because it's election fraud, and it's a big election fraud on a big scale. They have to elect August 3rd to announce that he's dead, or there cannot be a special election for his seat, and it will go until November. They don't want to do the special election because the chances of it being a Democrat to take over his seat is high, because you get to like a point or whatever. or you get to vote for whoever. And so they don't want to do that. So they're just going to let this go past August 3rd.
But then, but then this Mango Mussolini motherfucker got up here and had a whole press conference about election fraud, and you just sat here and gave Lindsey Graham's seat to his sister. Bitch ain't never been in politics, don't know nothing, but you do it. Y'all talk about DEI, and y'all are the DEI. Y'all literally didn't
It's
earn
projection. Everything Trump says is projection. Everything men say is projection anyway. That's another story. Everything Trump says is projection. If you look at it like that, you'll never have no problem. And he says there's election fraud. He doing the fraud. Elon Musk has said so many times that they have stolen our election. Like, come on. Okay. Then you have when he says that there's pedophiles out there. He the pedophile. He the rapist. He just had to pay 5-point-something million to E. Jean Carroll for raping her. So like this, we could do this all day. Every time the Republicans say that we're doing something, Democrats are doing something, they're actually doing it.
Exactly. So, Kaz, my name says they've identified every one of those pictures as AI. I'm pretty sure they do. Because you could tell it looks, and his wife's still in fucking China. Well,
yes, his wife is in China.
It said DeShare says Trump looking to interfere with the midterms. I mean, no surprise, but he recently silently said exactly. Teacup says they know damn well that had been brain dead. This is the thing, y'all, about white people in this country. This is the fucking thing. They have, what did Nene was in her bag when she said, "You'll never win when you play dirty." If black people, to all the black people that get up here and say voting don't matter, all this type of shit, if our vote didn't matter, they wouldn't be trying to suppress it this bad. If our vote didn't matter, they wouldn't be gerrymandering. If our vote didn't matter, they wouldn't be redistricting. If our vote didn't matter, they wouldn't be playing these fucking cloak and dagger ass games because they know they're going to lose. They want Trump to do a third term. This bitch ain't gonna make it through a second term of life. He's not gonna fucking make it. He's dying.
Evil people last long, and I said that the other day. Evil people,
they do.
They don't die. They linger.
That I'll give you that. They do, but we know he's not gonna make it. He's first of all, constitutionally, he's not gonna do a third term. That's just not gonna happen. You know, and they're trying real hard to eventually rewrite the Constitution. That's definitely why they're trying to get that more than 2/3 majority. Now, mind you, once they get that, it doesn't automatically mean they get to do whatever the fuck they want. But they're gonna have to have enough people in place to make that to make that happen. But here's the thing: white people, y'all don't have the numbers. Y'all just don't have the numbers, and that's why you're trying to get all the Latinos out.
No, but they use the white proximal adjacents. That's what me and my friends call them, white proximal adjacents, to execute their master plan to be white people, and they're not. It's just they niggas with accents, as you would say.
Exactly. So you use that to bait the people that you need for the votes to get you in there, and once you're there, you want to kick everybody the fuck out. Now, here's the flaw in your fucking plan. You can't kick niggas out, okay? You brought us here. You made us Americans. We built this country, therefore we're fucking Americans. You can't kick us the fuck out. So the only way you getting us the fuck up out of here is jail and death. That's it. That's the only way you getting rid of us, okay? So this is their plan, because they're hanging on. This is why y'all want white bitches to not get abortions, because you need white women to have white babies, because you need the census. You need the numbers. Your numbers are fucking dwindling. Abysmal. White women don't want to fuck white men, and this is why this country is suffering, because white men can't get consensual pussy.
They can't carry.
They never could carry. But it's the point is that these men, the patriarchy is not doing what the fuck they expected it to do. And this is what happens when you got a rich white man trying to appeal to poor white people by telling you. Now, one of my favorite movies, I love Aaron Sorkin. And one of my favorite movies is, because my favorite show of all time is The West Wing. So one of my favorite movies is the American President. And so there's the third act. Michael Douglas is the president. He does his monologue and he says, you know how you win elections? You tell people what their problem is and who to blame for it. So you go to a poor man and you tell the poor white man that the reason why you're poor is because of niggers and Latinos. That's what you tell
Divide and conquer.
people. That's why you don't have it. Now, granted, divide and conquer is the strategy, and it is working. However, we're not going to act like the Latinos and all the others that benefit from the divide and conquer are doing just that. Because y'all will benefit, y'all will go into perceived proximity to whiteness to go against blackness. So when the divide benefits you, then it's okay. But when the minute it doesn't, now you looking for niggas to pick up the slack. We're not doing that. And then when we tell y'all, now we peep game, you want to get upset. So the divide and conquer, it's working because it's classism. But we don't want to address the fact that without racism, there would be no classism. Because if you didn't separate shit by race, you wouldn't have to separate shit by class. And that's the conversation that a lot of you liberals, blue MAGA, don't want to have. Because then that brings out your racism.
Not blue MAGA.
Don't want to have it. It's blue. It's the same shit. You got red MAGA and you got blue MAGA. The Democratic Party. And when I say Democratic Party, I'm not talking about Kamala Harris. And for those of y'all that was like, oh, she ran a bad campaign, fuck off with that shit because she did it. You know she did it. You know who ran a bad campaign? The bitch that's in there right now. The one who didn't have, the one that's been telling y'all that healthcare is coming like a bi-weekly paycheck every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, y'all gonna get an update. Every 2 weeks it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. You ain't seen shit yet. She did not run a bad campaign. No. I'm not going to debate with you niggas about that. I'm not going to debate her
and nothing's wrong with Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. Nothing's wrong with that man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
I'm not debating the blackness of Kamala Harris. I'm not debating the blackness of Barack Obama. If you come on my page with that bullshit, I'm not even responding. You're automatically blocked. I don't give a fuck. I'm not. If you don't understand what it is to be phenotypically black, read a fucking book. Google is free. I'm not gonna go
like
back
she
and forth
pledged,
with you.
AKA, it doesn't get blacker than that. I'm sorry.
I just like you can look. I'm sorry. You
at
can
the
look at
Alpha
her.
chapter at Howard University,
and then,
like
and
it
then
doesn't get blacker.
And then y'all blow me when y'all say she's Jamaican. So again, nationality and ethnicity is whooping your motherfucking ass because that ain't got shit to do with race.
Hello.
It's Chinese Jamaicans exist, my nigga. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
What did her mother say? When you read her books, her mother said, I'm raising 2 little black girls in California in a black neighborhood. I know the world will look at them as 2 little black girls. I'm going to raise them as 2 little black girls so they don't be confused. An Indian woman understood that.
Exactly, but y'all love to be like, oh, well, she's an Indian woman and she's Jamaican. It's like, yo, I had one guy, he was like, so what black person are you speak? She doesn't, they say, I love when y'all say she doesn't identify as black. Run me the footage of her saying she doesn't identify as black. Run me the fucking, roll that beautiful beam footage of y'all saying that. I'm tired of that shit. You can look at her and tell that's a black woman. You can look at Barack Obama. That's a nigga. I don't care.
You can look at Princess Megan and see a black woman. And Mariah Carey too. I never thought Mariah was anything other than black. Never.
Now see, this is the thing.
I have an aunt that's lighter than her. So Mariah, her parents are black.
Mariah is definitely the one where, you know, in a heart of hearts, she's a nigga. But
I never looked at her and saw a white woman.
I've never seen her as straight white. But as she evolved, and I'm not talking about like the first album and Emotions, right? Because she still had the curly hair, the nose was still, you know, I don't know if she's had a nose job, but that's just how she does the makeup now. But as she evolved in her career, the hair got straighter, the hair got lighter, and she didn't look like, you know what I'm saying? The more that she gets into her career, you know, we know our people, but as she progressed, she started to look, not saying that's how she felt, but it is what it is when you look at her. But Mariah, one thing that has always like kind of fascinated me about her is that she's one of the many people that everybody's always pressing, what are you? That it's not that she's never addressed it, but we kind of just don't bring it up. We don't really talk about it because you know why? Because she's always made it a point to be surrounded by Black artists, which is why we don't really ask or people don't really put her in the "oh, you're white" category, because she's always done the remixes. She's always been around these type of people. So when we see her, we don't ever see her as, oh, she's cosplaying Blackness, because she's always been surrounded by it from the very beginning. Even from her background singers, she's always been surrounded by it. So she's just that diva where she's not threatening in the face because she doesn't look too Black, she doesn't look too white, but we see her and be like, that's our fucking people. You know what I'm saying? We can like, you could look at her mother and tell the part that she got from her mother, but it's not like other people where they're trying to dodge their Blackness. So now you got to figure
Mariah
out
looks like her
are.
Black grandmother. If you see
like,
a picture of Mariah and her Black grandmother, she looks just like her. The light skin version of that. It's crazy.
Okay, let's get back into
people in the comments are wilding. Like,
yes,
I don't do Meghan Markle slander. I don't do Princess Meghan slander.
Now I don't. It ain't that.
It's a princess forever.
No, I don't do the slander because white bitches are mad because the nigger bitch got what I thought I could have. That's right there. That right there is Meghan Markle slander. You white bitches get on here and you hate the fact that a Black woman got a prince you was never gonna fucking get. You're a white American bitch. You were never making it to the
He had Halle Berry on his wall in high school. Come on. What did you think he was gonna come home with?
You're never gonna get it. And then now this is the weird part with her for me, is that this is the part where you have, because you
don't
know
say
how we
she should have known better. I don't want to hear that.
No, but you know, no.
Say that.
You know how we always say with the biracial kids, you can tell who has the white mother.
Yes.
With her, it is a little, it's a little weird because she has the Black mother, but you don't really see the nigga. Like, she's not passing. Okay, we know that she's not passing. But when I first saw her, I saw her on Suits, and I'm like, okay, she's not white. I know she's a nigga. Like, I can look at her and tell. Like,
I never thought she was like white or anything like that.
Yeah, it never gave white.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it never gave, hey girl, it never gave sister. Okay, it gave me more Tamara.
So she not ATs.
No, it gave me more Tamara than Tia, if you know what I mean. Not MAGA, not in the sense of MAGA.
I'm telling you, it's not giving you Alicia Keys. No.
It's not, so it's just like, it's weird because you have the Black mom. So you would expect like,
but then she's woke as fuck. When she talks, she's woke as fuck, and you know that she got that from her mother. Like,
mother, exactly. So it's just one of those things, I guess, where the look is leaning more towards the white side in terms of like just the overall part. Even though, again, we know our people, but when she speaks and stuff, and I hate that when she posts on Instagram, she has no comments. The fact that she can't even allow,
she has to do it though.
I know she has to do it because it's just, but I hate that for her, because it's like, you don't even get to interact with the people that actually like you. You don't get to interact with the people that actually love you and want to support you, because you hating ass white alabaster based bitches are always in the fucking
Black
comments being angry. Black people too, because y'all, I mean, like, what the fuck? First of all,
look at what somebody said. They said she's trying to merge out the Blackness in her bloodline. What the fuck are y'all talking about? Niggas do that.
Shout out to Jay Mitch. Shout out to Jay Mitch for our first super chat of the day. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We'll say Tico say, nah, Meghan Markle could go to hell. Her and her mammy are happy as hell to be at the blue. Damn, Tico. She okay, Tico.
You wouldn't marry Prince? Fuck all the dumb shit. Fuck the race.
No. But like, not even. Shout out to Regina. Hey, Regina, thank you so much. We appreciate you, Regina. You was all quarter no pills, and I told you to send me a DM to a Knickknack Production. Send that to me on Instagram, okay? If you remember about the network, so send it to me on that. I'll put it in the chat towards the end. But shout out to Regina for our second super chat of the day. I get what Teacup is coming from, because when you looking at them kids, I you have to wonder. She never really shows their faces, but they leaning more towards the white side, obviously. But I kind of want to know is she teaching them, even though the world is not going to see them phenotypically as black, are you still in that household educating them about
Harry
it?
already said that because he said somebody gave him, he went to the African American Museum and somebody gave him a shirt for Archie when he was little. And he was like, thank you. This is my kid's people. And we've been teaching him about his African American history. Harry is woke. Princess Diana was woke. Like, come on.
Yeah, now that's true, because you know what? Don't nobody love a white woman the way niggas love Princess Diana. I can actually say that. I
will
don't even know
down for Diana, honey.
I don't know, and I could see that as a little girl.
Hello.
And when you as you're older, you understand why, because she was like, "Fuck you, queen." She's like, "Fuck you, queen. Fuck you to the queen."
No, fuck
like, we didn't know that back then.
We didn't know everybody.
Because you know what? I think the reason why low key we fuck with her the way, because obviously humanitarian, all of that shit. But when she had that divorce, when she did that divorce, she was the first person to show you on a global scale the glow up of a divorce.
Yeah.
Because when
her and Mariah, they had the revenge dresses, honey.
They had
the revenge dresses for revenging.
The way when she left that ugly wooden tooth motherfucker, and just it was iconic hit after iconic hit.
Yes,
she went everywhere. She just the glow up. I'm out here living my fucking life. She was like, fuck y'all, fuck that title. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I don't fuck all of y'all. It was like Ether. It was the UK version of Ether before Ether existed. She's like, fuck all y'all. So I will say, I can legitimately say, I think that outside of fucking Tina Marie, I think that Princess Diana is the only white bitch on a global scale that niggas, especially in our era, like Gen Z and up, maybe, because the millennials not so much because they don't really know the history. But
we watched The Crown.
Gen X. I have to get into that show. I've always wanted to see it, but I haven't. So that's something that's on my watch list. But definitely, that's one that we ride for, because she definitely was like, I fucks with the niggas. I remember, I don't know. I remember her when she got married, because like everybody was up and like you were waiting, and it was so funny to have that full circle moment when Kate and I be calling the son Charles too, but what that bitch named William. When they did it, and then you saw it, you saw it again. But see, this is how you know when you got hate in your heart, because look at how bad everybody used to love the fuck out of Prince. With he's so fine, that hair.
He was the finest motherfucker. What the fuck has happened to him?
And now
Diana snatched her jeans back. That's what happened.
She snatched her jeans back and she gave it to Harry. And even though Harry is losing it right here, he's still
holding on. He holds.
But you know what? Some people, speaking of that, with the whole like bald and how you bald here, but you have hair. There's certain men that could carry that look, and it's like, okay, I fucks with it. I can't. My husband has to shave his hair regularly. Well, he be on the road and stuff like that, so I'll always be teasing him when it grow back in. But like, he's like one of them guys that could probably carry if he didn't shave his head. But you have a lot of white guys that could, like, it's only a certain few. I can't think of one right now, but they can carry that. I got hair everywhere else, but right here. But William, my nigga, whatever that comb over that he holding on to, let that shit go. Just go straight on.
Daddy won't let it go. Charles won't let it go.
But I at this point, William got to go full on. Xavier.
He needs to go to Turkey and get that shit done. You are the Prince of motherfucking England. Go. You have the money. We know how much money you have, William. Go to Turkey and get that shit done. And he should have been did it right after his wedding. He should have did that shit, because that was the last time he was fine.
Hold on.
It is. Somebody
okay. So I think at this point he either gets a hair transplant or goes full on Charles Xavier. Like, you got to do one or the other. Like, I think he might could carry, because some white men can carry being bald without looking like a testicle. It's hard. But they
No,
can.
I
They
like
can,
Harry. Harry need to keep his shit. He need to go to Turkey too. Fix that up. Megan, get that going. Get the peppermint up there. Get some stuff stimulating up there, and it'll grow back. He can be saved. The boys, the son has a head full of dark ginger hair. It's
hair,
so
yeah.
beautiful. The daughter has this light ginger. I cannot. I love it. I'm
Germany,
sorry.
Germany says, I think Harry will always be teaching about it. That's true. You said that. The shit says, fun fact, I was born the same exact time they announced her death. Wow. that's great. That's crazy. But that's always notable to have. It's always cut. I wonder if it's fun when you have like a notable, your birthday is on like a notable day, because my daughter's birthday is 9/11. So it's just like, it's like, well, she was born 2 years after, but for her, it was always like when she went to school, it's like,
Doom
oh,
and
it's her birthday.
gloom.
But everybody would be like, oh, it's this damn morning. It's just like,
Yeah, no, the fuck. Oh, no, you couldn't pick another day, girl. You couldn't go to day
listen,
before.
she can't. No, actually, she was early. She's supposed to come like 2 weeks later. She's like, no, I think I'm gonna come on a memorable day. She's like, you know what? I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna come on a day that ain't nobody gonna fucking forget. So never forget.
I
So
feel
she's
bad
like,
for people that like have birthdays on Christmas,
yeah.
like in like big New Year's and shit. Like, oh come on. Or Valentine's Day. I dated a guy whose grandmother had her wedding anniversary party. Well, wedding anniversary and birthday on Valentine's Day.
Well, I guess she's trying to. They be trying to double the fuck up on them presents.
Triple. Like what the fuck? Like I cannot. That's crazy.
Oh, Patrick Stewart. Yeah, like okay, yes, Patrick Stewart, who plays Charles Xavier. He looks good, bald. Captain Picard. Like he's one that kind of like he looks good. Bill Burr is not attractive to me, but he carries a bald head well. Like to be a white man, he carries it well.
Not
Not
Professor
everybody can do
X.
it. Yeah, like because William is like, he just looks a hot ass mess. And then Kate, I can't say shit because she been sick, but it's like, I mean,
Nah,
Kate,
has she really been sick?
no, if we keep it a buck, Kate ain't never been a looker. I think they just hyped her up to hype her up, because especially even people that didn't like Kate hyped her to fuck up to go against Megan. Because there's no competition with that. I'm so fucking sorry. Like I'm so fucking. I'm so sorry. K is my name. Said everybody can't rock the car. Look, that is true. Let's see. Tico says January Curry and stay getting cheated. Them Christmas bills be hitting right after the birthday. That is.
Every year, my mom was complaining because me and my brother are both Aquarius. She was like, "These Christmas gifts can't suffice. Fuck out of here, nah."
Nah, you a fool. Like that's a full that's a full 2 months away. Like you can't. I mean,
nah.
I mean, it hits back to back because she's September, I'm October, hubby's December, so we just knocking them the fuck down. But it's like, yeah, when you have a birthday and all of that, it's like, well, you can't be too fucking greedy, because nigga, it's hard on the pockets out here for a pimp. You can't be out
every
here.
year my mom would complain. She was like, "Y'all can't have your birthdays on the same day." We're 11 years apart and he's a boy. I'm a girl. She was like, "Y'all can't celebrate this 1 year together, please."
So let's see what else has been going on out there.
You didn't see the video of that Canadian woman that slapped that teenage girl with the Trump swag on?
No, what happened?
Shit out of her. So there's this Canadian woman, and she was in Jersey. I don't know why she was in Jersey. And this American teenager had a pro-Trump shirt on, and she smacked the fuck out of her. And now she's in ICE custody.
Jesus Christ. Damn.
I love the Canadians. Good job.
Good. You're absolutely right. Good.
Free her right now.
I agree. I gotta read this shit. Tico said, "No, nigga, plan better. You know my birthday coming."
Hello,
Tico. What is drop your birthday in the chat? We got to remember your shit, because we don't want no smoke. Put your birthday in the chat so I can write this. I can write this shit down and committed the memory, because we don't want to have Teacoat fucked up out here in these streets. We can't.
How do you?
We gotta acknowledge Queen Teacoat real quick. When that comes through.
How do you feel about Andrew Gillum? I hate him personally.
That name sound familiar.
He crackhead. He keep coming up with the crack. He can't let it go.
Wait, hold on. Let me look that up right quick.
No, you know the dude from Florida. He ran for governor of Florida, but guy had to drop out or whatever because he was fucking niggas and he was.
Oh yes. What's going on with him now?
He got caught again with crack.
Crack.
Meth, whatever the fuck this man is using.
Wow.
I don't know what he's using.
Wait, hold up. Let me look at this.
What did Andrew?
Former Tallahassee man. Okay, let me see. Damn, nigga, that shit. Look how you look.
He just can't stop. I can't.
Damn, that nigga look like a motherfucking. That jail picture is. Hold on. Let me share the screen right quick because y'all got to see this motherfucking mug shot.
Methamphetamines. He tested. It was a glass pipe. Hello, I said crack. Wait, tested positive for methamphetamine.
Look at this shit, nigga. Yeah. Look at them fucking
again.
ears.
That's what kills me. Again, you did this shit.
God damn.
Was there prostitutes this time? Because the last time he had the prostitutes with him.
Listen, life is life in my nigga. Like, what are we doing over here? Like, he looks a mess. I hadn't even heard of him since I wasn't keeping up, but I hadn't heard from him since like anything like that from when the first time around.
When he had a drug overdose with the prostitute.
Oh wow, damn, Andrew, nigga, get your shit right. So he must be so Andrew Gillum is the new Marion Barry, nigga. Just instead of crack is meth, nigga. Yes. Damn, damn, Marion Barry 2.0 in this bitch. Okay, that's how we feel. That's what we doing.
You can't. Why do you keep doing like? You make us look bad. Democrats, when some of y'all do dumb shit, you make the whole party look bad. You know they'll use one of you niggas as an example for all of us. You make us all look bad. That's why I don't like that Federline nigga. I don't like him at all. Like, y'all fucking with us.
Now that's the bitch that look bald and look, fuck him.
He look like Uncle Vesta.
Bad ears. That bitch do have bad ears for sure. Hold up, Tico say that's G14 class. Okay, well come sometime in February. We got to send you a special gift. We'll do that since we keeping
a swag bag.
Send you a swag bag. Definitely got to do it now. This is one thing leading into this. Where apparently, I'm 45, about to be 46, and some of the slang. I don't always know, and I'll admit I gotta look shit up, or more likely I have to call my daughter and ask her what the fuck is what is this now? But apparently, Saucy Santana had a song. We can't have shit. We got the saxophones from fucking Boys in the Hood. You white bitches ruined that shit. Now y'all playing the saxophones for shit that the saxophone don't even belong on. And low key, some of you niggas are playing the saxophone on shit that the saxophone don't belong on. So it's like low key niggas are gentrifying shit too. But you white motherfuckers. So apparently, I'm sorry, my eyes are watering now. Y'all are Saucy Santana has a song where in the beginning he says "Shh, quiet on the creek," or it's in a lyric. And so in true fashion, maybe people don't know what the fuck that means. I would assume it's just saying quiet on the creek. I just would assume it means shut the fuck up or be quiet. It's self-explanatory to me. Yeah. Of course, white people taking it and they have to gentrify it and make it literal, or it's about being on a creek, whatever the fuck. So the issue becomes with white people now that nobody was trying to say what it meant. This white guy who has like 9 million followers or whatever got on here trying to explain what the fuck it was, talking about it's a TikTok meme. No, bitch, you saw it on TikTok and you decided to take these memes from probably other white people and piece it together and say what you think it meant, which the whole video was a whole lot of nothing. So there's a bunch of black people in the comments being like, damn, we can't have nothing. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? All of this type of stuff.
They're writing books to decode us. Y'all didn't see all the books about
not just that.
and everything.
Not just that. So now there was another video where a white person said change the complete, and I can't think of what they changed it to, but they changed the complete definition of what AAVE stands for something completely different, right? So they're doing all of these they're doing all of these things where we can't have anything. But here's my point.
We can't have
You
gyms. They
niggas,
shutting
the
down our
reason why
gyms.
a lot of times the reason why we can't have nothing is because of niggas. Y'all get in these comment sections and you're explaining shit. You have to understand
Gatekeep, motherfucker.
These apps don't belong to us. And I know what you're gonna say. Oh, well, we should have our own. Yes, we should have our own. But until that time comes, we have to promote and use these apps that we have. Okay, that's just the reality of the situation. We can't, if we get off the app, we can't reach the people. This is where the people are. Yes, we should have our own app. Those things are coming. Little slowly but surely, we are getting to that point. But until we fucking get there, we have to use the resources that we have. So we have to use Instagram. We know Meta is trash. We know Facebook is Meta, and that's trash. We know fucking TikTok is racist as fuck. But these are the platforms where we can reach each other right now. Okay? So we have to play the fucking game. This is where we can reach each other right now. Okay? This show is why we're building this show up. It's why I'm building Knickknack Production. It's why FTP exists. Because we could talk to each other here. You know what I'm saying? That's the new thing. Move away from the social media and we can talk to each other here. But for right now, this is what we have. Y'all know that it is white people that use a black icon profile picture so that they can engage and learn shit. I get it. You know we want to have a keep. They got TikTok, we got black TikTok. You know they gonna bring their ass over here. But stop putting shit in the comments. If somebody says, what does this mean? And it's some black shit that you know black people should fucking know. And you see that icon.
Lie to them. Lie.
Let's have some discernment. Let's start lying to them. Let's start saying this is what it means. Or when they say, oh, when a white bitch says clock it, you could be like, what? What time is it? That's what you're talking about? Like, what do you mean?
That's what you do in corporate America when they try to play. Oh, you got braids. You're going on vacation. What are you talking about?
Yeah, like but like braids. What do you mean?
I don't get braids
you have
when
to
I go on vacation.
You have to do these things. So it's just
gaslight them. Fuck them over.
You have to do that. And so we're part of the problem because we allow these people into our spaces and then complain when they take shit over. When it's not for them,
that we exclude ourselves.
So this is part of the problem. Now, for this particular one, a lot of y'all are starting to learn, which I can appreciate. So when you don't, this is what happens when you gatekeep, you allow them to come up with their own shit. And y'all have to allow them to come up with their own shit. Just like they said unk meant uncool. We know that's dumber than a motherfucker. It was a podcast with two white people. Unk doesn't mean uncle. It means uncool. Okay, you fucking got it, right? This fat white bitch got up here and said, I don't understand the issue. You're the birthday. It's not funny. It's not funny because it's not for you. It's not funny because you don't fucking get it because it's not for you. There's a song, it's a sound that it's like Escape where it says, this is for the niggas, strictly for the niggas. Yes. Shit is not for you. Yes. Why the fuck why do y'all want to know? We don't fuck with y'all sayings. Nobody says to me like, hey there, buddy. Hey there, pal. We don't say nothing when y'all have y'all shit.
I love when Joe Biden says malarkey. I love that shit.
Exactly.
Like,
we like it when y'all have y'all shit. When y'all say y'all white phrases, we live for that shit because it's y'all being y'all. It doesn't look right. And this is what I want to also say to this shit. Okay. The black scent that you bitches have, you white bitches have, you Asians, you Latinos, the black scent. How are y'all from? This is how you know you bitches are all on one band, one sound with your bullshit. Niggas come from everywhere, all parts of the fucking country. The way I talk in Miami when I say pussy asshole, you don't hear that in New York. You're not gonna hear that in Atlanta.
When I say dead ass,
yes, dead ass is not coming to Miami. Like I can say cut the cameras, dead ass, but you know that's a play on Black China. I'm not walking around every day saying dead ass because I don't come from that. I wouldn't be authentic being a fucking lifelong Miamian saying that. Now I'm in North Carolina now. I don't know what the North Carolina slang is yet because I'm in the
Gullah
house most of
slang,
the time.
the Gullah Geechee slang.
Yeah, so I haven't picked up on that, but I know my people. Like when I say certain shit, people be like, I know a Florida bitch when I hear one. Absolutely. Because when I hit you with that puss ass hoe, it's different than if somebody else said it from someplace else. So we all talk different. You talk different in Louisiana. Whether you from certain parts of Louisiana, you might have the Creole sound, or you might have you may talk like the Cajun. It's all different shit, right? So niggas don't talk the same. So why is it that every time you non-black bitches got a black scent, you all try to sound, y'all all sound the same no matter where you are? There's no way possible for a white bitch in Alaska to have a black scent and the same as a fucking Asian in New York. That shit don't make no sense. What y'all doing is a fucking caricature of black women.
Like Aquafina.
And then you're lying and saying like, oh, I can talk like this because I was raised around black people. Bull fucking shit. Now it's only one person, and this is how I know you bitches are lying, because Eminem was raised around black people and he don't have no black scent. That motherfucker was dirt poor Detroit, and he don't talk like that, and he's never said nigga ever on to my knowledge, especially on wax. He never said that shit, right? So, and then you got Paul Wall. That's an authentic nigga. White, not nigga, but that's an authentic white man that you could tell.
Mary, isn't his wife black?
Black, yes. You can tell he's been around niggas since
His
the
whole
beginning.
life.
His whole fucking life. He don't know a white bitch nowhere.
I think he said never dated a white girl. John B said that too.
Same thing with John. I was just getting ready to say John B. Them the only two that have consistently been around black people, yet they don't have no black scent. He literally talks like a person. He doesn't have a black scent because he's literally been that way around his whole life. So that's just like if you're a Jamaican and no matter what color you are, if you're born and raised in Jamaica, nigga, you're gonna have a Jamaican accent. You're gonna speak patois. You're gonna be of the fucking culture to a degree. You know what I'm saying? You're not black, but you're still of the culture because that is what you have been immersed in. You other cosplaying bitches are not. And you think because you getting black dick, you could talk black shit, kids. And you can't. Yep. And you got black kids, and you could say nigga. Just like that girl, the mama was in the car, white bitch, singing the first part of Usher. We say, well, you don't have to call. This my nigga for real. The girl is in the back saying, can you stop saying that? Her black daughter, her black biracial daughter, is saying, don't say that word, and she's laughing at her and antagonizing her. And you know why that bitch felt comfortable doing that? Because the black ass daddy allows that shit. She allows.
He probably like race play.
He likes race play, but that girl is like, can you not say that? That bothers me that you are white, and for y'all to be sitting here saying biracial people aren't black. It's not about that. It's about who you phenotypically look like. If you are biracial, America,
if your mother is black, you are black. That's just
you. You are black. That is like, you know, just like you Jewish by
that was the law.
The fucking mother. Yes. So it's when you see these kids and you could tell she's by the mother is white, but you can look at this girl and tell the world is gonna see her as black. The world is gonna see her as black. She may not have coarse hair, but the world is gonna see her as black. She does not look white, and she is visibly upset and uncomfortable telling you to not say this shit, and you're antagonizing your own daughter for the way just to be racist. And this goes to show when you bitches say I have black friends.
Yep.
That doesn't mean you're not racist, because you can be a parent to a black child and still be fucking racist. You bitches that you're black by default because you're getting black dick. That's not how it is. You can take black dick, but you can't talk black shit. I don't give a fuck. That is not how that's going to go down. And y'all are going to learn that shit the hard way too. Because I'm starting to see more and more where the white mothers are being outwardly racist to their black looking children.
Specifically,
because this is the part that you don't, this is what it's like when y'all are thinking, when you black men are thinking with your dick. You're not thinking long term. How this is going to affect when I have a child,
They don't
especially when I
care.
know I'm the type of one that's not going to be around. Especially when you fathers are the ones that leave the home and you're leaving these black children with these white women that
That
don't
only
like
had the baby to keep their ass, to
to
trap
keep,
their
to keep
ass.
you. So it's like they had a baby to keep the blood, to trap some black dick, and when they lose the black dick, they're stuck with this child
They're
that they
bitter.
don't know to do nothing about, and they're bitter. You
And
don't
now they
learn how to
can't
do
get
hair.
another white man because another white man ain't trying to take care of no black kid. So now
Exactly.
you looked at as damaged, and
You're
you
looked at
now
as,
you're
you're
really
looked at
mad,
as, and they're mad. So it's just like,
and your families disown you.
and you have to start thinking about this when y'all go out here, especially you niggas. When we asking y'all, well, why do you like white women? Oh, black women ain't shit. Why do you like white women? Oh, black women got a fucking attitude. Why do you like white women? Black women don't know how to treat a nigga. Again, answer the fucking question. Why do you like white women? If you can't answer that, that means you don't like white women either. You just hate black women and you need a reason to fucking justify it. And you lame, lazy ass white bitches that put up with that type of shit just because you think you spiting
That's pick me
white
shit.
black women. It's
If I'm
pick me
sitting
shit.
down, see, I dated all my exes are Latinos, right? Majority. I'm from the Bronx. That's how it is in the Bronx. All the black girls date Spanish guys date the Spanish black guys date the Spanish girls. You like if you come to me trying to date me bashing Latino women, I don't want to be with you. Why would I want to be with you? So why would you want to be with a black man that will bash black women? That's the pick me shit we talking about.
Exactly. Because secretly they hate black women. And so they think, okay, I was able to get one of your men. And when you really look at the men that you white women be getting, be the
We
ones
don't
we don't want no
want
fucking
them.
way.
I
We
don't give
don't
a
want
fuck
them
how much
anyway.
their net worth is. The ones y'all
We
got,
don't want them.
I don't want them. Ew.
We don't want them. It was what KK Flow says, don't judge me, but I thought John B was black. It was black, it
No,
was mixed. You know what?
his parents
I
are
can see
lily
why
white.
I can see why
Lily.
you say that, because the swag was on 1,000. Like, I'm so sorry. That shit there was like, yeah. That, you know, I could get,
I'm a
but
diehard
John B,
Babyface fan, so you know
but
that's my
John B
husband.
always just, it's like it's certain people that just, you know that this is the music they grew up in.
Like
You
Robin
know this is
Thicke.
who they are. Yes. Well, yes, I'm gonna give it to Robin Thicke. I'll give it to Robin Thicke, because if it wasn't for, you wouldn't have, I don't give, not even the last name, you wouldn't have never been able to fucking tell me that was Alan Thicke's son. You wasn't never gonna be able. You was never gonna be able. Shout out to Tony for third super chat of the day. Thank you, Tony. We appreciate you so much. Thank you. You wouldn't have been able to tell me that. So I'll say we got John B, Paul Wall, Robin Thicke, right? Now Robin Thicke, after, was it Paula? He kind of, that's
Yeah,
when he started back. He dipped into his white side with the bitches part. But
yeah.
musically, he always kind of stayed. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know, when
And
he
now
wasn't
their
on the,
son sings and he sounds so R&B, so soulful and shit,
and that boy is looked like
and
a
look
fucking albino. But you
look
know
like
what?
Justin Timberlake from back in the day when he was on Mickey
Now see,
Mouse
this is the
Club.
thing. But then you got the opposite. You have Justin Timberlake, where it would have almost felt what natural, because I grew up watching him on the Mickey Mouse Club. Okay, so if you younger than me and you're out there, I would implore you to go on YouTube and search up MMC and Joe. I
Yes,
think it's called
yes,
Jodeci, right? I
yes,
watched in real fucking time
yes,
Justin Timberlake,
yes. The guy from
Jesse Sazay,
the one
and
from
Ryan fucking Gosling
yes, from Barbie.
singing Jodeci with the
Yes,
outfits and all, with the fucking
yes,
linen outfits,
yes,
bitch.
with the
I
soul.
lived it. I lived it in real time. Okay, that, you know what? Side note: Disney Plus, get it the fuck together, because y'all got every fucking show but the MMC, and I'm fucking heated. I want my memories, bitch. The party, I was there. I was fucking there. I want it back. Put that
Yeah.
shit on Disney fucking Plus. I pay the bill every month. I want to see the fucking MMC. They're actually bringing MMC back, and there's a young girl, I think on Instagram, she's the
What
VV
is
show, but she's a
MMC?
really talented
Oh, Mickey Mouse Club.
Yeah, she's a really talented young black girl. She does like skits and comedy, and she's really good. She's is I think her name is the VV. She's the VV show, but she's gonna be on there. I just saw like a quick headline, so shout out to her because I want to see that, because she, just the work I've seen from her, she's getting a lot of like love from celebrities and black celebrities and things like that, because she's a comedian. She's very young too. I want to say she's probably like a little like 12 preteen or something like that, but I would see stuff from her when she was young, and she does like little skits and things like that. So she's like a really talented comedian, so shout out to her. But when you see Justin Timberlake come from that, you think, okay, this is kind of like you know what I'm saying, you're in your bag. And then when you saw him on In Sync, and he kind of did the R&B, but then it's like you went into that fucking, you want to go back to your Tennessee. So it's like the album before he went country Tennessee, you went soul Tennessee, but then now you did that the 2020, you was kind of in your R&B Tennessee bag, but then you did that nigga in the wood, wigger in the wood shit, and ain't nobody fucking buying that. And it's like, and it goes to show you're just one of them people. Now I ain't gonna deny the hits, you know what I'm saying? He got hits. We're not gonna sit here and talk like that. We're not gonna sit. I'm not even gonna sit in front. Like to this day, Senorita ain't my shit, because it absolutely is. Because let me tell you something. Another thing on YouTube for y'all to go and look up is the Senorita Grammy performance. Okay. Get into that shit. I ain't even gonna.
I like the tour. He did that big tour, and it was on HBO.
Uh-huh.
He turned that bitch out.
He
turned
did
that out. Like on some James Brown shit. Turned that motherfucker out.
Now, I also would say, you know, we this is the rare moment where you will see me giving flowers to the whites. Okay, so take fucking advantage. Another thing that you should go on YouTube and look up is Christina Aguilera singing "It's a Man's World" on the Grammys. Go get your fucking life, okay? That bitch there, I'm never gonna hold you.
She don't miss a note. She don't ever miss a note.
Y'all can say what y'all want, and it's a clip of Lex from the Poor Minds podcast, where it's her and Deontay, and she does like a funny impersonation of Christina Aguilera. That shit is hilarious. It's accurate as fuck. But we not gonna deny, like, I love me some Britney, but when we was getting into the vocals, wasn't nobody, you already know who was winning. You already listen, everybody served their purpose. Christina, she wasn't gonna dance too much, but she was gonna give you a motherfucking vocal. Britney couldn't give you the vocal, but she was gonna give you an 8 count like a motherfucker. The white bitches,
though, but she didn't have songs where you could really hear her sing.
She can sing.
If you go back in the day, I've seen Britney in the mall back in the day. That bitch can sing. She can do a little something.
You know what? Fun fact.
On Star Search, when she was on Star as a kid, she could sing.
You know what? And speaking of that, ironically, that's why I had to go back with Aaliyah, because when Aaliyah first came out, it wasn't until later where I was like, oh wait, she really can sing. Never deny her talent. Let's be clear about
album,
that.
You didn't hear that Street Thing is the song on the album where you know she could sing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you had to really listen to the album. Because the way they marketed her, it was the breathy song talk. So they made it a point. You know how they used to do that, right? Where you could carry the tune, but it's more talk sing like that shit.
Whitney's last album.
Yeah. So it's like, that's what they marketed her. So then I could see why people were like, does she really sing? But when you listen to One in a Million, or you get into more as it goes along, or it's Never
Choosy
Giving
Lover.
Up. Yeah, Choosy. When you get into those, you hear it. But the way she was marketed, and then one time when I saw the Star Search, I'm like, oh, okay, my girl be hitting the notes. Because when they market her, same thing it used to start with Brandy. They used to, she can't sing. But you had to put, it's still people that say that. But it's like, how?
They call her the vocal Bible.
They do. And what they don't understand about her is that if you have to understand, when you say, it's okay to say you don't like a singer, but you have to be very careful to say they can't sing. That's two different things. Her sound may not be for you. Now, I think the reason why she's considered the vocal Bible, and it's not because of like she's gonna give you powerhouse Whitney. You know what I'm saying? But it's the
runs.
runs and it's the stacking. Her gift for stacking, because that takes an ability that most people don't understand.
Harmony. You
And
got to
when
be
you
able to
hear
hear.
her, when you hear it, you hear the layers and you like, oh shit, that's not background, that's her. So
Yeah.
it's like, that's when they say vocal Bible. Y'all think vocal Bible and think like, well, she's Whitney Houston, or
No.
she's giving you a person. Doesn't have to, like this thing like Jennifer Hudson. I don't take away from the fact that Jennifer Hudson can sing, but don't nobody want to hear a bitch yelling all day. Like
Okay, so
sometimes
that's what I'm saying. In my family, we have singers, singers, and stylists. Some people are stylists. Some people you only want to hear them sing their song. If they try to sing somebody else's songs, you're not gonna be happy to hear it. And so I think a singer is somebody that can sing anything, like Aretha Franklin, Whitney, Mariah, and then a singer is someone that can sing their songs really good. And a stylist is some of the songs, and a stylist is somebody that can only sing their songs.
yeah, because I think because that's like when Mariah, because I think Mariah was sort of like Prince, where she don't really like people doing her shit because
Yeah,
it's
so
just
she
like
made them mad hard. She made all the songs really hard.
she made it hard because she really don't want people like,
Covering her
you know what I'm
shit.
saying, doing too much. Let me check to go back in the comments because they was hype on the that Magic Touch remix with Robin Thicke and Mary. Yes, that one was good. I ain't even that one was good. Let's see. Oh, that makes Didn't JT grow up? He probably did. I mean, he did grow up Tennessee blues and stuff, but he's one of them ones where you start out in Niggerville, USA, and then once you done made it with the niggas, you want to go back in the motherfucking woods and shit and get your white people. And the white people was like, nigga, we cool off that shit. We ain't trying to, we
They've
good.
been
So
cool
it's
off
like,
him since he got caught with that black actress.
yeah, we've been cool off JT for a while because
No, white people been cool off him.
oh, white people, yeah, white people been cool off him since that. But it's like when you do the switch up shit, because listen, Quiet is not kept. Instinct wouldn't be shit without JC Shazay. That's just what the fuck it is. Justice for JC.
As I
Justice for
get
JC.
older, I'm like, yo, JC was the anchor, and in music, you don't really pay attention.
You
to
don't.
the anchor,
Let me
but
tell you
he's
something.
the anchor. His vocals
First
were
of all,
everything.
that solo, that album, Schizophrenic, Blowing Me Up with Your Love, and it's Girls Dance with Women. I can't think of the name of it right now. But that motherfucker, he was the reason. Again, MMC, he has the resume. Go to YouTube. That is they like to talk about Justin because they pushed him to the fucking front.
Yeah.
And they didn't market JC like they should have.
Yeah.
But that whole group is on JC's back. I don't care what none of you motherfuckers say.
Yeah.
JC Shazay
and the short one
the
founded
reason.
them. I didn't know that.
Exactly. The one with the fucking braids, drink, whatever the fuck you like. When you go back and look at some of these groups, I don't know what the fuck was happening in the early 2000s.
But we loved it. We loved it.
I didn't even go. We if you go back and look at 2000s fashion,
yeah,
we was doing a lot for no reason.
That shit was
when you go back and
going
you
to the club in a suit.
The fact that was ever a thing. First of all, I bypassed
because the white people made us have to do that. We had to wear Tegan headscarves. This is what.
Thank God I bypassed the era because I don't recall ever having to do that. I watched
you ain't
that.
Do no business casual.
No, because I think by the time that came, I did all my clubbing early. So I did all my clubbing between like 16. I got pregnant like 20. I had my daughter right before I turned 23. So from like 16 to maybe 21, I did all my clubbing. So I was like, I think when that phase came in, I was like coming out of that shit. So I missed that era, but I was there to witness motherfuckers doing it. And when you go back and look at 2000s fashions, we was doing the most with the least. Okay. We was adding shit that didn't need to be added. Motherfuckers was just adding layer
like
on
the
layer.
Remember the little? I like to guess the layers. Remember the little scarves that people used to wear around their shit. They would be different colors, white and black, and all kind of shit.
Not just that, but then we had the big ass belts that was over the loop. Like the big ass, bitches would be this big with a fucking big ass fucking
I remember the
WWE
electric
belt
belt
on.
with the signs on it.
You oh god, that was
That
the
was
thing,
junior
y'all.
high for me.
That
When
was
you could program that shit. You could put your number. You could put your
to
BPM.
have an LED belt is fucking wild. Okay,
Yeah.
listen, I had
Your mama
the
calling.
Nokia.
That's what niggas had it. Your mama's calling all
I
kind
had
of
a
shit.
Nokia that
shit
was
crazy.
shaped like a fucking, almost like a crescent moon. I love that fucking phone because it looked good to like text on it, but try to fucking take a call. It's like the shit that we had. Gen Z will never know, but
They
it's
just
like
don't get it.
You had to literally
You have to be there.
Be there. Well, hold on. Let's
Dresses
see.
over
Industrial Murdoch. Industrial
Yes.
Murdoch says, "Oh my god, a white compliment. Somebody check on your girl." Listen, I told you, it's not often, but it's certain white bitches. I'll
give them credit. Like Jackie O. Somebody said that earlier. Jackie Kennedy, Jackie O. Whatever. I have to stand. Like that was the one.
Samuel says, "Rest in peace to Hal Williams." So Lester from 227. He passed away. Lester done gone on to glory. I know he been in some other shit, but y'all know that nigga is Lester. Let's see. Oh yeah, Tico says, "I ain't forgive JT for how he left Janet hanging out to dry." True. And that's when niggas stop fucking with him like that. That's when niggas like he
redeemed himself after that. Come on, because that was the whole Jay-Z album, and he did the 2020 and
no.
Mirrors
He did good
and
music.
all of that.
No, he did good music. I ain't gonna hold you, but I don't think there's ever gonna be a way for him to redeem himself of that.
He's been redeemed himself of that with the songs with Beyonce.
I think he's done. I think he's the music
the
is
song
the music
with Jay-Z.
No, the music is the music, but that big ass character flaw of leaving that black woman and then she shunned for damn near a decade plus while you continue to thrive. I don't think there's an album or a body of work that's gonna overshadow you doing that to a black woman. Did he do his?
Did that? Niggas was going to his concerts.
I mean, niggas was going to. I get it, but I
think
he
said suit and tie when he came out with 2 suit and tie. Black people stood on that. Like stop.
No, I get. No, I'm not denying.
He was on BET, everything.
Yeah, I'm not denying the music, and I think. I mean, yes, some niggas did it, but I think overall, he's not gonna live that. Like niggas might have bought the music. I bought the music. I liked the shit, but I mean, streamed it, but. I think overall in the zeitgeist of niggerdom, I don't think he's ever going to like, you know what I'm saying? That's not something that's going to be left like you going to get away with that shit. Like, it's just like, you know what I'm saying?
He got away with it. His biggest albums were after that shit happened.
I guess if that's what you're judging it by, but I still feel like, again, I got to rock with T-Coat where it's just like, when you look at that, like, again, yes, he has the music. Yes, he sold records after that, but just, again, when you think about niggas and you think about that moment in history, that's always going to come back up. It's not like we've forgotten it. If you bring it up, niggas get mad all over again. So it's not a situation where you could talk about it and then we going to be like, oh, but as soon as you bring it the fuck back up, niggas be like, oh, that bitch did do that shit. Fuck him. It comes back up.
My new shit is the shit that he did to Britney. Like, damn,
that
played in Britney's face. That's fucked up. I'm done with you for that.
Yes. Now the way he played in Britney face, that right there. Now the way he did her fucking.
I knew it. We all knew it. Let's be honest. We knew that Britney was getting a lot of smoke from that relationship, and we didn't know why. But
this year says it's more that the apology, talking about JT, it's more that the apology didn't happen until way later, which is true. I think that it's what he did. But it was that. It was like you allow a black woman, no matter how famous Janet Jackson is, you're never going to eclipse her fame. That wasn't the issue. It was the fact that you let white America fuck with this black lady for damn near a decade. And you didn't say shit, but you continue to thrive off of that success. That moment put you in a particular place in the zeitgeist, but it made her look bad. And you didn't stand up as a white man, knowing that she's taking hits from white society and say, hey, This ain't what the fuck you think it is.
She got
And it wouldn't
blackballed.
exactly. So it's the fact that you allowed her to be blackballed, but you benefited from her being blackballed because you were a part of that moment too. So I think that is what that again. I don't care how many records he does after that, how much how good they are. That part is always going to stick with black people when it's brought up, when it's brought because certain things die down, but it's always in the back of our minds that you did that shit. But I agree, the way he did Britney, that was some really fucked up shit. So let's see the other comments. Tico says no, he cracked his way through. No accountability got him. That's true. And Germany says he was not held accountable. It was more she let her titty fall out. And it's like, well, how the fuck she let her titty fall out when it was his job to like do whatever, it was obviously
He pulled it too hard, I thought.
Yeah, rehearsed and shit like that. It said yes, radio stopped playing her music and her videos and stuff like that. Yep, that's just how it is. She suffered while he continued to
rise
to
on the
thrive.
blacks of us.
Yes, as they always do on the backs of blacks. So let's see what else do we got going on. What else is going on out there, y'all? Let's see. There's still some controversy with something is going on in Atlanta. Oh no, I know what I want to talk about because somebody brought this up if they watching the show. That apparently in this movie, The Odyssey, Lupita Nyong'o is playing Helen of Troy, and the whites are up fucking set. So it was like everything. They was being racist and things like that. And I want to say this, and I don't necessarily know if this is controversial, and it depends. I don't like it, and this is again. I grew up. I was born in 1980, so I grew up watching certain shows. I would watch with my mom. I watched the stories. I watched Dallas and Dynasty, Falcon Crest, and all of that. Knots Landing. These white shows, right? Mm-hmm. And I guess watching it, I've always understood like reality from fantasy. So when you would see white people shit, you would think like. I didn't think too much of it. It's like, this is why, like, yeah, I don't see no black people here, but it is what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking offense to this particular shit, right? But then I'll never forget watching Dynasty and seeing Diane Carroll be Dominique Devereaux for the first time and just being like, this is it. Like that, to see finally somebody that can go toe to toe with Alexis Carrington, like the way that made me feel as a black was to see that and to start to see black characters and see what it meant. But it didn't, when the black characters weren't on, it didn't take me out of it. Now, I don't mind Lupita Nyong'o playing Helen of Troy because they swap characters out all the time because there are roles that are for black people that white people play. When you get into Egyptian shit and all of that, y'all know them niggas, but you cast white people and you don't have a problem. And it throws me when you have people that love Star Wars and Star Trek. But you get mad when there are black people. You're literally obsessed with a universe where humans and aliens and all these different species exist, but let a nigga be cast and it's game fucking over.
And George Lucas be telling y'all he be making black fucking environments and shit.
The way y'all lost y'all mind when Hallie was the Little Mermaid. That's a fucking cartoon. There's no mermaids don't even motherfucking exist. And the way you got upset about a character that you bitches don't even fucking own. It's not a real it's not a real
but
thing.
But most Disney movies come from African, Asian, and Native American lore. It comes from
exactly.
It comes from us.
Now, this is what I'm gonna say twofold. And people might be like, what? And this is no knock on Princess Tiana and the first black Disney princess. I hate The Princess and the Frog. I fucking hate that movie with the fucking... That is the most...
Why? Because she's the only black princess. She's the only princess that got to work.
No. It is the reason why it is the most racist fucking movie. And the first black Disney princess, and she's a fucking frog for the majority of the fucking film. For maybe the last fucking 20 to 30 minutes, she finally becomes a fucking princess. You have her as the first black Disney princess, and she's a fucking frog for the majority of the movie. Fuck all y'all with that shit. That pisses me off. And then they got the fucking oh, black Cajun witch, and it's just one racist trope after the fucking other. But that's the reality of it, is that, and not even the prince she marries is fucking black. It's a motherfucking Malaysian ass motherfucker. I don't know, but he ain't a nigga. So you got the first black
I thought he was
princess.
Creole.
I don't give a fuck. He should have been a dark skinned Creole. They exist. Like, you know, it should have been, I don't know, but it's just like I didn't like it. Now, another thing that I don't like, and I'm all for diversity, but I don't like when, I don't care if it's black people, gay people, trans people, whatever. I don't like when you shoehorn people into shit just to say you're being diverse. I don't like that. Like, it's certain things, like I'll give an example. They're doing a new Harry Potter, which, why, I don't know, right? Alan Rickman played the fuck out of Professor Snape. Everybody was in a bag. I can't see nobody else doing them roles, right? But I get it. You're doing a reboot. So they decide, not saying that this man, I haven't seen his work, not saying a black person can't be Professor Snape, but it was like, what was your reason here? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, it's like, that's one of the ones where I'm not siding with no racist people. Get your fucking bag. But, and it's the opposite, like in Game of Thrones, right? Black people existed in that time. I don't like watching things where we know the history of how black people were treated, but then you act like it doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I can watch those things, but it's like Bridgerton. Does Bridgerton take place in an alternate universe? Because we know good and goddamn well y'all wasn't treating niggas like that.
No, they
in that time frame.
No, they were, but they were. There was always a merchant class in Europe, and that merchant class was predominantly black, and everybody got along.
So that's. Thank you for correcting me on that. But there are other instances. But you get what I'm saying. There are some shows that you've seen where they have black characters, and you're like, in this time period.
Yeah.
As a majority. I'm not saying that obviously there are instances where not everybody is racist. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have people that treat black people with respect and dignity because everybody is not racist. So that I'm not talking about the exception to the rule. I'm talking about the rule itself. When you see these movies and you see these especially when it's period pieces, and it's like, y'all know y'all wouldn't have treated niggas as a whole like that. Maybe one or two. But you wouldn't have treated niggas like that. So what are we doing here? With what, like, it feels like you're shoving shit in, or like when you're trying to make sure, and not saying that there doesn't need to be Latino and again black and gay and trans representation, but what I'm saying is, if you're going to have those characters, if you're going to have that representation, it needs to be cohesive. It needs to match the story and not feel like you're jamming it in for the sake of jamming it in. If you're going to have a gay character, that gay character needs to have a purpose. I'll give you a perfect example. And just like that, the Sex and the City continuation, reboot, whatever you want to call it, that Shay character was the most hated fucking character because
I loved it. I loved her
because it's like, is she, I don't know if she's trans, whatever the fuck she is. You tried to make her everything. You tried to make one big DEI character, and that made it annoying as fuck because it's like, she's a woman, but she's gay. No, she's bi. No, she's trans. No, she's non-binary. Like, she's all of these fucking things. And it's like, bitch, what are you? So we can it's like it was like there was no need for that character. Like it wasn't. I
liked her character. Right? I liked what it brought to the show.
Then it's like, I can't think of the woman. I can't think of the actress's name. Forgive me, but I know her from Mississippi Masala with Denzel. But the one that they got to replace Samantha, you made her the Indian Samantha. That's what the fuck y'all was trying to do. Y'all literally was trying to make her the Indian Samantha. Like,
I loved her character too.
I did. I did. And I'm not saying I wasn't. But that Shay character was the point of like, you're just trying to shove this shit down people's throat. And I hate again to even say some shit like that, or woke, as I sound like a white bitch being woke. But it's like, if you're going to do that, the characters need to fit. Like, okay, so the reason the hell was raised on Idris Elba, considered in the past for James Bond, horny, lusting white women, digging all that. Okay, I get that. Now I would say, I would want to see, that was me reading the comment, I would want to see Idris Elba, how the fuck you say his name, as 007. I think he would make a good, he has it.
The black guy from Bridgerton, the black guy from season 1 of Bridgerton.
Yeah, I low key, I could see it. I could see it.
Yeah.
Me personally, I would want a more seasoned nigga, but I get it. I could definitely, you know what? I would think, okay, we would want Idris Elba, but I think they would go with
They
the
would
Jean
give us,
Pierre boy.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes. They
like
would give us him.
the older generation, we would want to see Idris.
Yeah.
But if they was gonna give it, it would be to a light skinned nigga. So they
Yeah.
would give it to him. Like they would do it. But I could see it. I could see it both ways.
I want it to be a
because
girl. Like, why can't it be a girl like Zendaya
that
or
would be
Ryan
cool.
Destiny
You know,
or something?
it's never gonna happen. But
Or
that
Halle
would be cool
Berry.
to
It
see.
should have been Halle Berry in her prime. That's what it really
Yes.
should have been.
So I think it's just like, but I just like when you see these characters, it's just like you want us to I want us to have representation. I want everybody to have representation, but I want the representation to feel
Authentic.
I don't want it to feel like I want when these writers get in these rooms, I want you to write a black character. Have a black person in the room writing a black character. If you truly want a black character in there, have a black writer write a black character. Have a lesbian write a lesbian character.
Yeah.
Have a trans writer write a trans character. Because you, as old white people in these fucking rooms, cannot write for the people you're not.
It's
You
a character
cannot
trope.
successfully. You're right. Exactly. Like, yeah, my daughter talked about this. When you see, even when they had black people in Sex in the City, that fucking episode where Samantha finally gets some black dick and it's like the music executive, that whole fucking episode is cringier than a bitch. Because to watch it, even when you watched it then, it was like, I'm gonna let this pass. But when you watch it now with like, it's so fucking
bad.
back in the line, motherfucker. It's so, that episode from beginning to end is low key. I'm not gonna go as far as to say it's racist, but it's like, it's definitely like anti-black. I don't think it was written in the vein to be racist, but it's definitely anti.
But that's what. But if you go back and watch all that shit from back in the day, and through 2026 eyes, it's all fucked. Showtime.
Yeah, this is why I can appreciate watching it in real time, because my sense is not warped. I can appreciate it for what it was then, but I can also admit how fucked up it is now. I think the people that like Gen Z and older millennials like are just watching it, they're disgusted because
they're taking it out of context, and I'm like, this is what it was back then. Yes, like if you watch Seinfeld back then and all that stuff, those shows straddle the line. Yeah,
they don't understand that was the humor. That was the time. Like Sex in the City was never realistic because the bitch lived in an apartment that was $750 a month, and you buying all these shoes and you barely making it in this trashy ass newspaper that don't know. Like, it never made sense. The Friends never made. I've never watched a full episode of Friends in my life. That shit never made sense. 9 of you motherfuckers in a loft. Where is this apartment? Where the fuck in New York is this goddamn apartment building? And you know what? Guess why they had it? It was their fucking parents. It didn't belong to them. That's why they could fucking live there. It's just like, whatever.
It was given the movie Rent. Remember the play Rent?
Yeah. It's just like, it's like it's not, what are we doing? But it's like, even when Miranda, and this is no shade to Miranda Cynthia Nixon, right? But Blair Underwood, and then you leave Blair Underwood. And I love Steve Down. Listen, I love Steve Down.
I hate Steve. Steve was a demise.
No, you know what? Correction.
Steve was a fucking demise. He's a petty little bitch too. That motherfucker, I'd have sued him under the ground, and that divorce.
Correction. Not Steve.
Petty
I fucked
bitch.
up because no, not Steve. For a minute, I confused because the actor that plays Steve also plays Herman on Chicago Fire, and I love Herman Down. So I got it mixed up. I don't necessarily loathe Steve. I think him and Miranda should have never been together, but I think they should have never been together. So I don't like loathe Steve. Again, I didn't watch the last season and just like that because I can't do this shit. I don't fuck all that. But
it's good though. It was good. But they made the black girl cheat. I don't like that. I don't know why they.
Okay, I have to go back. I have to go back and watch it because I didn't see it. But like it was just like the shit when you had black people on there, it wasn't like it wasn't just believable. So I needed to be when you have people in there, I needed to be believable. So let's go back and see. TGD says this reminds me of what happened to Orlando Jones with American Gods. When he began writing for a black character from a black perspective, they got in their feelings and got him out. Exactly. It's like you can tell when there are black people in
Racist
those
in the
rooms.
writing room. Yeah.
You can tell when there are black people, with the exception of Tyler Perry. You can tell when there are black people in Tyler Perry. It's only Tyler Perry in the motherfucking room.
Yeah,
The bitch is just
hello.
it's like it's like the characters. I don't want to see. I can't with him. And hey, maybe I'm shooting myself in the foot career wise, but nigga, you ain't gonna never let no other niggas write anyway. So I ain't missing my shot. But it's like, let some other niggas in the room, please. I beg of you, because this is
Yeah.
like you're writing this, and you know what? I blame you niggas, cause y'all fall for that shit.
Y'all
Look, like,
funding it.
you
Yep.
don't demand better
Yep.
from Tyler Perry, because he gives y'all exactly what you want. He feeds into your fucking your Christian your white Christianity silk press Jesus beliefs. He coddles that in you. He coddles that in you.
The
So you're
ancient
never gonna go.
mama tropes.
Yeah,
and-
he's never gonna he's never gonna go beyond that, because he doesn't have to. Y'all don't demand better writing for him. This motherfucker got 11 shows on air, and they're all the same. And it's always gonna be some stain. But Tico say I stay on Tyler Perry. I do, because it's just like, what the first of all, side note, since we're talking about that nigga. This Why Did I Get Married 3? Fucking keep it. I could already tell this shit gonna be garbage, because fucking
Why?
keep it. You don't have Janet. Now all of a sudden you got fucking Taraji B. Henson. And also, I know Jill Scott's character. I can't think of her name. Felicia. Is it Felicia?
I don't think
What was her name? What was Jill Scott's name in I feel like it was damn. Well, let me look it up right now. What the fuck was her name? Sheila, I said Felicia. Sheila,
Okay.
right? I know they're all getting older, but why do you have the woman that played Tyler Perry's wife? You got, just looking at the stills, you got Angela, Tasha Smith, the other lady, can't think of her name, and you got Taraji P. Henson. They're all them around the same age, same thing as Jill Scott. Y'all got them looking real good, and you got Sheila looking homely as fuck. She's not with Mike anymore. She should have shared that homely character the minute she got with that sheriff nigga. Because why do y'all have her in the stills looking like she fresh off the Lane Bryant runway? Y'all pissed me off with that shit. When I saw the stills, I was like, why y'all got her in these like horrible fat bitch called like just ugly JCPenney type, you know,
there always
shit.
has to be an ancient mama. Always.
It's just like, and why are you making her? She got the finest nigga in out the whole thing, because ain't nobody lusting over fucking Tyler Perry. We can barely take that nigga serious as being a heterosexual married man. So you already asking for too fucking much right there. The only time you could probably buy Tyler Perry being a heterosexual man on camera is in The Family That Prays. So the two movies I can give him is Diary of a Mad Black Woman, because that was like the intro. I could get the whole Medea thing in that respect. I can do that. Maybe even Family Reunion. Maybe. Only because of like Cicely Tyson, and because Medea hit that nigga with that frying pan. I could.
No, I like it when they're like, that woman's like, I give you Paris in springtime.
So I can give you that one, and I could give you The Family That Prays. But where I draw the line is all the other movies, especially Byron. No,
I don't like The Family That Prays, because like, why you had to make her a bed wench and all type of shit.
I mean, I understand story wise, but I will say, like, from taking a step back from the fucking Medea shit and just actually making a fucking movie, I can give him that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he took the time to make a movie where we didn't have fucking Medea in the shit. I could give him that. It gave you drama. Or, he's had other ones. I refuse to watch the one where the bitch got AIDS. I'm never gonna watch that. I don't watch his movies. I just don't
I
fucking
can't
do it.
do it.
But
I can't do it.
But I just
That was
feel
it.
like
That was the last one.
like
No,
I
the
may
last
still,
one I watched was with Taraji when her husband finally makes it. She was supposed to hold him down, and he finally makes
oh, the
it.
acrimony
And
shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I can't.
I've
No,
never
that was
I haven't
it.
seen
I
that.
was done after that. I was like, nah.
I haven't seen that. Like his shit is so, I guess it's so bad it's good. Well, it's campy. So it's like I
Yeah.
feel like if I watch those movies, I know I'm going to hate watch them. See, the difference is with a Tyler Perry movie, I'll take for example, I love Fast and the Furious. That is my shit. Okay, love it. I'm family. Okay, I don't care. I'm there.
It's like a million
And
of
I-
them.
Listen, I
After
don't
the
listen. I
guy
don't,
died, it
the
should have
only
been
listen.
over.
No. The only
After
one I
he
don't
died, should
acknowledge.
end.
The only one I don't acknowledge is the Tokyo Drift. Right now, I will say this: it makes no fucking sense. Because when I watch these movies, I have to instantly suspend reality. That is why I love them. Because when you're watching this, you have to suspend all reality. Because if you watch this shit critically, if you watch any fast movie critically, it goes out the fucking window automatically. Nothing makes sense. The writing is atrocious. It is fucking horrific. Okay?
Didn't
Fucking
the man
horrific.
die recording the shit? Like that should be enough, don't you think?
I mean, I get it. Not saying it, but I'm not gonna hold you. I'm there as soon as I'm on. I have alerts for the pre-sale. Okay, let me know so I can run you my money. I'm going to be there the Friday it opens the fuck up. I'm going to be there. That I'm not even going. Same thing with Marvel. I'm like that with Marvel. Doctor Doom, a bitch will be seated. Like I'm
Well, wait,
there.
going back to the Odyssey. The shit is not real. I love Greek mythology and all that, but it's not real. So the characters can be whatever the fuck race they want it to be. Because
Real quick, shout out to Giovanni. Thank you for that I'm sorry for Venmo donation. Thank you so much, Giovanni. But yes, that's what I was saying. Going back to that. These white people get upset about fictional characters. They're fictional, which means you can make them whatever you want them to be. But you just think that they should be white automatically.
Yeah.
You think that when you get a fantasy character, what makes you think? I know it pains them
because default is white in their mind. In their mind,
and everything is white. And white is the default color. So when you see House of Dragon, I know it's House of the Dragon, but niggas, we ain't saying the whole thing. House of Dragon, y'all know what the fuck it is. When you see some niggas with some platinum dreads, nigga, like I know them white people get on there every week and be upset. I know they be in they motherfucking feelings to see a platinum lace front seated every fucking Sunday on a nigga's face. I know they don't like this on a nigga head. I know they don't like to see it. I know they don't like to fucking see it. But it goes to show you how they can fit. And if the story or if the acting, I'm not even gonna say the story, if the acting is done well enough, you don't even worry about that anymore. If a character is being acted so well, you
like
don't even
Denzel in the last Shakespeare movie, he went the fuck off. The way he recited Shakespeare was impeccable. It was
exactly. Or like
and
using him as an example again with Malcolm X. He does not look anything like him.
Nothing.
But he embodied that character so well.
Yeah.
That you almost can't see one without the other.
Yeah.
It's almost as though it's synonymous that when you think of Malcolm, you know the real Malcolm, but you will think of Denzel. He plays the character so well that you don't forget. You forget who's playing it. You don't.
Or like when he played that cop in that movie. I still hate that fucking movie. What is it? Game day, draft day, final day. When he plays the cop, the crooked cop.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, Training Day.
Yes.
Yes. Even then,
I cannot.
To see
that
him to see him be a bad person.
I can't do it.
You know what? That goes to show how you could play a character so well, because I'm not even going to tell you. It took me seeing Lethal Weapon as a kid to not hate Danny Glover for playing Mister. I hated that motherfucker. It
or the
wasn't
light skinned
until
dude that's in Color Girls, and he drops.
oh
the kids
yeah,
out the
Michael
window.
Ealy.
I haven't recovered from that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it's just like it's that. So TGG says I'm not as excited about MCU like I used to be, but I will be in the theater to see it. Like exactly, that's the thing. I feel the same way. I feel like once we had Endgame, they didn't kind of know where they wanted to go. Now, because my husband and I talked about this, the last is it the Marvels? The Marvels was a good movie, but they didn't market it right. And then that whole part where they did that fucking musical montage shit, miss a nigga. Like you turned it into some Mamma Mia shit for a minute, and I was like, I'm cool on it. But it's like it's the same thing. I'm not necessarily say I'm starting to get into DCU, but it was like it was starting to hit its groove with Aquaman and Black Adam, and then you just said, "No, fuck it, we're not going to do this."
Now
And
all
then
the
you gave
Avengers disappeared. I was like, what
and
the
then
fuck?
and then you gave Superman, and it was ass. I'm so sorry. That Superman movie was so bad. I don't give a fuck.
They
First
haven't
of
made
all,
a good Superman in decades.
listen, I didn't know that my beef with this Superman movie is, bitch, I didn't know what decade we was in. Because when you go to the building, it looked like we in the 60s, the way fucking Jimmy so Jimmy is dressed like it's 1960. Lois Lane is on some steampunk shit. You got the bitch with the platinum gloves and the fake titties. I don't know what she in the fucking 2000s. Then you got fucking Superman. I can't tell what decade we in. That whole fucking movie, I'm trying to figure out, bitch, what decade is a nigga in?
So
don't
wait, what do you think
fucking
about the
know.
new Spider-Man with Zendaya?
I'm always yeah, you ain't gonna. I think to me, I was there for all the Spider-Mans, but I love the Tom Holland one because I loved his. I think he just brought something to it that the others didn't. Tobey Maguire
I like Toby. I'm sorry, I like Toby.
I like Toby because I think that's kind of like
He was
when it
a
was
real
the
geek.
resurgence. But
Yeah.
it was just like because that was the first set of movies. Andrew was always okay, but I like Tom Holland. I just think like he just brought a freshness to it, and I've always liked all of the Spider-Man movies. He just kind of really brought to me a fresh take on it. So I just like that version of it. I do. But you know, that's why I'm Tony says they gave Denzel an Oscar for Training Day, not Malcolm X. Let this exactly. That's just like you give it when we play the
Fucked up
shit white
character.
people see us
When
as.
gave Halle Berry for the
Monsters
movie,
Ball because she had a scene where she fucked the shit out of Billy Bob Thornton and she was a crackhead asshole. So yeah, let's give her an Oscar for that. They always do that. Okay,
Yeah.
you know the Oscars is on some bullshit when Angela Bassett didn't get it for playing Tina Turner. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
She's another one that did not
when
look
Eddie
anything
Murphy
like Tina.
didn't get it for,
Yes, for
Dreamgirls. Fuck
Like,
out of here.
it's like
That was the
the
one.
way he
That was
played.
the one.
That was the one. The way she embodied that fucking character, she looks nothing like Tina Turner. But the way she played that fucking character, you're not gonna tell me that she did not deserve that. Just like Denzel, got it. Should have got it for Malcolm X. But you know what? That's just how.
Just like
they
Will
do
Smith
us.
should have got it for Ali.
Exactly. But you know they
Or
always
the
gonna give it
Pursuit
to
of
me.
Happiness.
Now he should have gotten it for that. Now, fun fact, I have not seen that movie because I don't think emotionally I can handle it. So I just kind of just be like, certain movies, it's certain movies that I'm just like, okay, maybe I'll watch it and I can only watch it once. Like Precious, you can only watch it one time.
Oh, one time. That's it.
You can only that's not a
and I watched it in the theater. So I
saw it in yeah, I saw it in the theater too. And it's just like you can't,
everybody
like,
walked out the movie like,
yeah, I can't, like, that's some shit that you just like, you gotta like, that's a one and done. It's a good movie, but just emotionally, nigga, that's a one and done. You can't you can't go back. That's not.
You only read the book once.
Yeah, it's like that's a motherfucking that ain't no rewatch. Certain shit is just not a rewatch, and that is one of them when it's not a rewatch. So let me see, just 1 minute. I'm trying to get some stuff ready.
Oh, did you hear about the black woman that shot the 20-year-old under her daughter's bed?
Oh, yes.
Let's get into it.
Let's talk. Okay, that before we get up out of here, let's get into that one because that's what I wanted to talk about. Okay, so I haven't seen any videos about it, but I've like heard it, so I haven't sat down and watched it. But this woman, apparently, this man snuck into the bedroom of her 13-year-old, and she popped his ass. And so now, I think she's in jail now. So I don't know like how this is gonna go. If she's gonna be charged or what have you.
I think
But
she got
there
charged.
apparently there have been some people's like, oh well, you couldn't tell he was 20 or she looked older than 13. I don't
She
give a fuck.
invited him. I don't
I
give
saw-
a fuck.
I saw
It's
this
not
video.
her house to invite him nowhere. How about that?
I
And
saw
if you
this
gotta
video of this
sneak
man.
in, that should tell you everything you fucking know.
Exactly. So I saw the video of this guy. He was explaining. He was like, I wouldn't leave you niggas in the house with a dog because you would fuck it.
Hello.
He was
Hello.
like, I don't care how old that girl was, and or if you saying she was sending pictures. He was like, I know that girl looked 13, she sound 13, and she acted 13, and he was 20. You play stupid prizes, you play stupid games, you're gonna get stupid prizes.
Yep.
You mean to tell me as a 20-year-old, there ain't shit you got in common with a 13-year-old? I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Am I 7 years younger than my husband? Yes, but bitch, I'm 45. That's a fucking difference, okay? That's not me. That's not me being I'm 10 and he's 17. That's not, you know what I'm saying? That's some different shit.
Oh no, she's fast. She fast. What ain't nothing faster than a motherfucking
What about
pedophile?
him? How the fuck is she fast, but he's not for wanting her? So she's fast for just existing, but he's okay because he's a man and he's 20.
Like
so
we
she
wasn't
has to-
13 getting hit on by everybody. Like let's be
Exactly.
honest.
It's like
come on.
And again, this is shit in the black community that needs to be addressed. You're always blaming the one. This is, and again,
It transcends race and it transcends socioeconomic class. Y'all don't give a fuck about these little girls. Look at the Epstein.
No, that's
don't
true.
give a
But
fuck.
I'm saying it, and that is true. But I'm saying it as it pertains to the black community. This is when I say white supremacy is still playing out in the black community, because what did white people do to black women on plantation and black men? We were hypersexualized. That is what we were sought to be. You could just come and fuck us whenever you want. We are not seen as children. Black girls and black boys are not seen as black girls and black boys. They're automatically seen as adults, which gives in to white pedophilia. If you see us as an adult, then it doesn't make what you're doing, your lust, wrong.
Yep.
That plays out in the black community. That is still white supremacy being disguised as tradition.
Yep.
This is why you say black people tell black girls in their family, you're being fast. No, I'm not being fast.
Go put some clothes on. So and so coming over.
No,
what?
I should be able to wear a pair of shorts and a t-shirt in my home.
Hello.
Where I'm at. I should be able to go outside like that and not have grown men who can't control themselves feel a certain way. It's not me being fast, it's them being predators.
Predatory.
And you don't want to say it. You have girls that are sexually and boys sexually abused in black households, but that's your family, we're gonna sweep it under the rug. Or if you're having a family reunion and they be like, where them kids at? Get them kids. You know the motherfucker who they talking about shouldn't be there. So why the fuck is he there for you to have to be on high alert and look around and ask where the fucking kids are?
My family went through that with my grandmother with Bill Cosby. She would never let us go in his house.
You
and we were like,
never.
why?
Yeah, it's like that shouldn't be. If you know that's the case, get them the fuck up out the family, get them the fuck up out the neighborhood. So I think that's something that we as black people have to, and again, this happens again, this does transcend race. Now, I'm not saying this doesn't happen amongst girls at large and boys, but I'm, as a black woman, I'm more, how does this affect black girls and boys and the black community? And from a black perspective, we need to stop the bullshit. We need to stop it's family. When it's narcissism and it's emotional and physical abuse on children, and that child decides, I don't want to fucking be in your house, or I don't want to succumb to this abuse anymore, I don't want to deal with this. And you say, and you cut the parent off, or you cut the family member off. But that's your family. No.
Yep.
That doesn't make it right. And we need to start getting into the space of going to therapy as Black people. It's no stigma on it anymore. I know back in the day, oh, we ain't telling
Don't
no
go to
crack
no
our
shrink.
business. Okay, but guess
Yeah.
what? Black shrinks exist now. Okay, there are Black psychiatrists, there are Black psychologists. I have one before I moved to North Carolina. My psychologist and my psychiatrist was a Black woman. So
Yeah.
I found somebody that looked like me, that I could talk to, that I felt comfortable with. You can do the same. One thing I don't shy about my mental health issues. I don't shy away about parenting. I was letting that white supremacist stuff play out in my household, especially when it comes to respect. Because on the plantation, if you talk back or you have an opinion, that's disrespect. That has
Yeah.
carried over into the Black household. That having an opinion is disrespect, or saying, don't talk to me this way. This is disrespect, and it's not. Your child is entitled to have an opinion. Now, can they address it to you in a way that's not rude? Yes, but you have to allow them the space to do so. So I was starting to parent the way my parents did me, and I said I would never do that. And when it was started to have a breaking point with my daughter, where she was already a teenager, I was like, this is my only child. I'm never gonna have another one. I'm not gonna be that mother where my child don't speak to me. I went and got help immediately. I went and started seeing a psychiatrist, because I was like, this is not going to play out in my household.
Yeah.
And I had to,
generational
and I said,
curses.
yes. And I said that I'm not going to allow that, because I need to find out what's going on with me so that I can fix it. Because once you know what's going on, you can't stop doing it until you know why you're doing it in the first place.
Some parents don't think they're the problem.
Exactly.
Think, oh, it's all the kid and everything.
Exactly. So it's just like, no, I am the problem, because I'm doing to her what my parents did to me. And I'm seeing emotion as weakness, because not necessarily my parents, but my grandmother was just like, you don't show emotion. You don't. And so when my daughter would do that, it would be irritating. And just being a single mother, and being, having to, navigate the world as a Black woman, and you're always seen as angry, and you're always, and being, in a position where I'm doing
like, I
everything.
understand when my mama was mad when I didn't take the chicken.
Yeah,
out.
it's like,
I get it.
Yeah, and it's like, as I'm older, I'm sure as my daughter has gotten older, she understands how I was that way. But I take responsibility for
because
who I am.
Right. But
it wasn't. I told
that
her,
was the tools you had.
Yes, I said, but at the same time, I had to take accountability. Yes, this is. I was doing what I thought was the best, but I see that it's not the best, and I need to correct that. And more Black parents need to do that. More Black parents need to say, "Hey, I'm parenting in a way that's fucking my kid up. Let me see what the fuck is wrong with me. What's wrong in my childhood that is allowing me to do this shit?" Because it was twofold. It wasn't just about my parenting. It was choices I was making. Professionally, I'm always good to go. Personally, different shit. So I need to figure out, why am I doing this so I could stop? But this is why I say therapy is important, and you don't have an excuse anymore. The Black community, stop letting white supremacy play out as tradition, because that is what y'all doing. This is why the Black church is the way that it is. It is white supremacy playing out as tradition. That's all the majority of these Black churches are.
After 18, it's on you. And before 18, you can blame your parents for everything. But after 18, it's on you. And for you motherfuckers that your kids is in therapy before they turn 18, you know it's your fault, right? It's somebody else's fault. Like, it's either piss poor parenting or your DNA. Pick one, or it's both of them.
But you have to wait to make that decision, and that's what I did, and I took accountability for that. And I want to be the first one to say, and this is something that I'll like get more into like when I start Bitch Happens Again. But it's just like, at some point, people are going to either when you make the decision to change your life, whatever that may be, the things that you've done, you can't go back in time and change it. And there's going to come a point where the people that you have hurt are going to have to make a decision. They're either going to choose to accept the new you, the new and improved you, or they're going to choose to hang on to the person you once were. If you have done the work, if you have been diligent, consistent, which, let me say, once you make the decision to change your life, it is never ending. So that's what you got to understand. It's never going to be you don't ever stop. when you start therapy, you may stop therapy, but you never stop the trying to make yourself better, evolving.
Yeah.
But they're gonna come a time where those people that you may have hurt, they're gonna have to decide: do they want to see the new you, or do they want to hang on to who you once were when you hurt them? And at some point, you got to let them make that decision. Because if you're improving yourself and they constantly want to bring up everything that you've made an atonement for, then you got to let them do that. You got to decide, hey, you either going to see me as the person that took accountability, took responsibility, I did what the fuck I had to do to make things better, to make myself better.
Doesn't mean somebody is healed. Doesn't mean that the person.
I mean, and I told, and that
doesn't mean they forgive you.
No, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. It's me getting together doesn't mean that my daughter is going to forget things, because she's not. But I had to tell her it doesn't erase it. I can't change it. I made amends for that. But there's going to come a point where you're going to have to make the decision to be like, hey, my mom stepped up, and we're there. We're not, but we're in a much better place that we work. But I have to understand she's coming into age, and I got to let her do her thing sometimes, and she's not going to want to.
Parents have an issue with the letting go. Like I say, after 16, you go from being the parent to the consultant. Your kids ain't.
No, and that was never an issue for me, because I never have gone through my daughter's phone. I've never invaded her privacy. She was always allowed to have her door closed. I was never that mother. I was more so when it came to, I said this, do it. I don't care how you feel. That was more because that was my parents. But I didn't do, but when she was, I gave her I wanted her to have all these opportunities. Like when she's just recently graduated college, but last summer she had the opportunity to go to Europe for 2 weeks. I've never been there. I knew my parents would have never let me go there, because they, but that's something she needed to see. She needed to be able to travel around the world. I didn't want her to be like, wait until I'm 38 and to be starting to travel the world. You know what I'm saying? I want her to do this now. So I always knew that my life was never going to be her life. But when I saw my parents' style of parenting creep in to the point where it's damaging my child, I had the responsibility, which I think Black parents should do, and say, hey, I'm fucking my kid up. Let me fix it. Now, as a kid, as the child, I'm not going to say kid, but as the child, I will say, if your parent has made the actual effort to become a better parent, they've done the work. I'm not just saying they call somebody, or, they act good, pretend to be good for a little bit, but they actually, hey, I'm going to therapy. I'm doing what I need to do. I want to salvage the relationship with my child. If they're doing that work, at some point, as the child, even though you've gone through these battles and your parent has put you through some shit, at some point, you're going to have to say, my parent is trying. They're doing the work. This doesn't change what they did.
No, that's like your parents are crackheads and they finally go to rehab for the millionth time and it finally works.
Well, no,
they're like, why don't my kids fuck with me? And it's like, because they remembering all the drama, and that some shit you cannot make up for, some shit you can't apologize for, some shit you can't get over.
Exactly. There are exceptions to the rule. I'm not speaking in terms of the exception. I'm talking about the rule. I'm not talking about like you a crackhead and you've done endless abuse. I'm not that. It's so, it could be just like, hey, I wasn't parenting correctly, in the sense that, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't allowing you to be who you needed to be emotionally, that type of stuff. I'm not talking about trauma that's like so deep rooted that you have to forget. No, because you're not entitled to anybody's forgiveness. But I'm saying when it's some low level shit and your parent is trying and they actually did the work and they actually have improved, not just for you, but for themselves. They've made that conscious decision. At some point where it's the parent or whatever your dynamic is, people are either going to accept the person that you have worked hard to become to change, or they're going to continue to see you as the old you. And if you continue to see me as the person I once was, even though I've done all of this work, then at that point, I can't do anything about that. I'm not going to continue.
But you got to see their point of view too. Like,
no, I see that point of view.
I don't have to accept it. I don't have
no, you don't have to. But
maybe I haven't healed though. Maybe I haven't healed to see that you're healed.
Exactly. So, but at what point? Because yes, is it fair that as people get to fuck with us and we're the ones that have to go to therapy? Is that fair? No, it's not fair. But at some point you're going to make a choice. Am I going to continue to sit here and be, the person that hurt me may be healed, but at what point are you going to take control and say, I'm ready to be healed, not for that person that hurt me, but for myself? You can't sit there. It's a two-way street. You can't sit there as and this is not victim blaming. You can't sit there as a victim. You can't sit there as a victim, and at some point you got to be like, I don't want to be this anymore. I can't do anything about the person that hurt me. If they did what they needed to do, great. But even if they've never done what they needed to do, I still don't want to feel this way. You know what I'm saying? And I did that with all the relationships that I had, things that family members, relationships. I said one day I'm letting all this shit go. Because by me holding on to it, how am I helping myself? The people that have hurt me have either gotten help or they move the fuck on or they don't give a fuck. But here I am.
Women have like autoimmune diseases because we
so she's like, here I am. At what point do you say I gotta let this shit go so I could be who the fuck I want to be, so I could do what the fuck I want to do? So it all works, you know.
But I don't believe you have to forgive people and to forget to do that.
No, you don't have. That's I don't want to. I'm not saying you have to put the gauntlet down where a person has to forgive. They don't have to forgive anything. I'm just saying, especially if you're going to choose to be in that person's life. Now, it's different if you're not in that person's life. But if you're going to choose to be around that person and they've made
saying you can't lick them every day, every time and bring it up?
Yeah, it's like, okay, like if you married and your husband cheat on you and you decide to stay, at some point you can't keep bringing that shit up. Because you had the option to leave.
Can you not?
Yeah, but you're a miserable ass motherfucker.
But you can leave too if you don't like me bringing it up.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you choose to stay with the person that fucked you over, you made that choice to stay. So you don't get, at a certain point, you don't get to keep bringing that shit up because you could have walked the fuck up. No, because
I feel like if you don't like me bringing it up, you could walk the fuck away.
Yeah, you could walk the fuck away, but at the same time, if I decided to stay, that's what I'm saying. If you decide, man or woman, don't give a fuck. If somebody play in your face and you decide to stay with them, you don't get to keep bringing it the fuck up because you had the option that when they played in your fucking face, the exit stage left, and you didn't do that.
But now, if you don't like me bringing it up, then you can walk away.
Saying in the beginning of it, yeah, you might still bring it up in the beginning. But when you get years removed from the situation, or you feeling spicy
what if
that day,
still hurt?
Then leave. That's how the fuck you should do. Both of y'all then he go this way, you go that way. But you can't keep, if you making a conscious decision to stay, then shut the fuck up at a
couples be bringing shit up from 1977.
Then I think that's the motherfucker. Yeah, but you living your whole life being miserable with a motherfucker when you should have just left. It doesn't do this. Let's read some comments before we close out. Tony says, and Black parents need to stop making their children hug the relative they feel uncomfortable with. This is a violation of the child's boundaries. Fuck family if they're abusive. That is true. I definitely agree with that. If somebody does not, if you see, I can say it wasn't necessarily that my daughter's father would do anything to her, but she didn't know him. And that was his choice. He chose to not be an active parent. So if you don't know someone, it was a situation where if they spent time, she wanted me to be there because it was just like, well, you're my mom. I know you uncomfortable. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? So that's a situation where that was that way. So I wouldn't tell her, well, no, I'm not going. I would go. I would sort of separate myself. I'd be like, okay, well, y'all go play and I'm over here, but I'm still here. She sees me. She knows that I'm there. So I would never make it, well, no, you have to go off with this person because, well, that's your father and you have to. No, if you're not comfortable with it, you're not going to do it. That's just how that is. If you want me to be there, I'll be there. If you don't want them there, they won't be there. So I always respected my daughter's boundaries when it came to certain things like that. If you don't want to do it and you don't want to be there, then we're not gonna do that. So that's something that I always did that. Ali Algier says, I can't parent like how my parents do. I don't have kids, and I know that my parents are old school, and that's who they are. And that's who they are. Their elder stages in life. You got to accept them for who they are. You can accept them. And like you said, you can accept them for who they are.
But you don't have to fuck with them.
that's not like you
You don't
can't.
have
You
to
can
like
make
them.
that.
You don't have to love them.
You don't have to like them. You can make that choice to accept them, but that doesn't necessarily make their behavior. And I think when you get to boomers, that's why they are the way they are, because they think that their behavior is it's just tolerated, and it's not necessarily accepted,
And their parents were
but
worse,
it's
so
tolerated.
they're like,
And their parents were worse.
they don't want to
So
hear
it's
it.
like their parents were the silent generation. So
Yeah.
boomers feel like, oh well, I had to deal with this shit. So
Yeah.
you Gen X, you gonna
Like,
have to get it too. Like it
Yeah.
it just all trickles down.
Yeah.
And me, I'm borderline Gen X millennial because I was born like right the last year of Gen X, but my parents are boomers.
Yeah.
So
My
it's
parents
just
are
like
boomers.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm happy I had that relationship because I learned a lot that I wouldn't have if my parents were the same age as my friends' parents. I definitely would have missed some things. So I'm glad that my parents were boomers, but I do have to acknowledge the flaws in
Yeah.
the way that they were raised. Ali also says you can only heal yourself and accept your parents for who they are at this time in their life, and they aren't going to change. You just have to work on you and how you deal with them, and that's her experience, and
Or don't
that's
deal with them at
completely
all. Like
understandable.
I
I mean,
haven't spoken to my mother in like 16, 17 years. You be aight.
yeah, I mean, and again, you're starting to see that more because people used to think, oh, that's some white people shit.
No,
And it's not.
millennials was the generation to fight back. We don't play that shit.
I'm all for that. If that's what you need to do for your peace, you should be entitled to do that for your peace. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We shouldn't in the Black community make it seem like you have to deal with family. That's not it. If your family is unsafe, then you don't have to deal with them. If your
My favorite
family is
quote
not
is
putting you that.
fuck the family. The family
Yes.
fuck my husband.
Yeah, so it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's all of those things. It's a combination. Everybody's story is different. We all
family
have
will fuck you over. Like, look at
Yeah.
what happened. Did you see the Brooklyn guy shot his niece over the brownstone? Because
No.
his mother wouldn't will him the house, and she was taking care of the grandmother or whatever. And the grandmother willed the granddaughter the house, and he shot her in the head, honey.
Jesus
hear about
Christ.
that?
Well, I mean,
You
know,
shot your
like
niece over some money and a house that was not willed to you.
I mean, it's
And the
again,
mother
this is
was in on it. Her mother.
I mean,
How
well,
do you
you know,
even
that's
co-sign some shit like that?
that's
My
family.
brother can't kill my child for some money and a house.
I feel you. Well, y'all, it has been a wonderful show. We're about to wrap something up. Thank you everybody for your donations, super chats, Venmos. We appreciate all of you so much. My bad. I normally write it down, but I didn't today. But thank you everybody. Y'all know y'all place in my heart. Thank you to everybody that watched on the network. You guys live. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter, Real Time T. I'm always tweeting all day long. So go to my Twitter, TPT with Livy. You can catch me on all streaming platforms and YouTube. I think I'm going to drop an episode today because there was a lot going on this week. A lot, especially in New York. So follow my new episode, subscribe, like, all of that.
Okay. And guys, give me 1 minute. I'm getting all the stuff ready for where you guys can find me, because you know that your girl is working on a ton of stuff. So you can find me on Instagram at bitch_happens, and you can also follow me on Instagram. My other page is at a knickknack production. So I need you guys to do that. I'm gonna put the username in the chat. I don't have my link ready, but knickknack. And that is, I'm putting it, so it's a knickknack production. It's in the chat. That is my name on IG and YouTube. It is important that you guys go over to YouTube right now after this show at a knickknack production. Go to a knickknack production, subscribe. Sorry about that, y'all. Subscribe. Because that is where Quarter No Appeals is going to be. Quarter No Appeals is going to be on my YouTube because I need to get my streaming numbers up, need to get my subscribers up. So Quarter No Appeals, Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern, every Friday on YouTube at a knickknack production. So go over there right now, subscribe, set your alerts so you know when I'm going live. I won't be live on the FTP for that. I will be live on my YouTube because again, need to get my subscribers up, need to get my watch hours and all of that fun stuff. But you can also watch me on streamnet.knickknackproduction.com. And I'm going to put that in the chat right now. And I'm also going to screen share that with you. Hold on one second. So you guys can see. So this is it right here. There's my live schedule. That's me on the network there. And we have Jason, our producer, put a donate button there. So when you click right there, it will take you to PayPal. If you don't have PayPal, you can use your debit or credit card. So thank you to everybody that has donated to a Knickknack production to help with the support of the network. Because again, the whole goal is to have Black podcasters and Black content creators. Who
Black
knows?
media.
Hopefully, we can have Black media. You never know. Live the political tea can join the Knickknack production. So I would love that. And that's our goal with FTP as well. So it's just, hey, it's the same goal here, and that's what we want to do. Especially for me being a Black woman, I want to extend this to all Black people, but definitely Black female content creators, Black media, Black female media, Black women in media. So everybody that supports that, I greatly appreciate you guys on that. See, I'm learning this is what Vision does. So I have to give y'all all the stuff that I'm working on because it is a lot. I also want to give a big thank you to all the people that have donated to my personal GoFundMe. Thank you so much. I am at 63% of my goal. So if you guys would like to assist, I would greatly appreciate that. I'm going to put the link there as well. And to those of you that would like to donate and can't, I need you guys to know that I know where your heart is. But all I need you to do for me is to like and share my content and continue to just continue to support me that way. That's free advertising. It is never going to go out of style. It costs you nothing, and I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate every like, comment, share, every time you use a sound, every time you the music, all of that. Open up a group chat, start a group chat, okay? Just for knickknack shit. Drop the links every time I post something. Put it in there, send it out, do all of that cool stuff. I'm also going to share also the FTP store, which is, I'm going to put the link in there. That's ftp-store.printify.me. That is the FTP store that I also designed the merch for. We're having everything is 50% off. The FTP store. Let me put that up so you can see what we have going on over there. So we still have our super gay Black Boy Joy Pride merch, because it's all year round over here. So we got fun stuff. Everything is 50% off. So make sure you go to the FTP store, and I'm going to show you the Knickknack store because I have been working really, really hard on the Knickknack store, and I got some more stuff coming up for you guys that you're gonna like. So this is the Knickknack store, and I'll put that link in as well. So this is everything I'm working on. You can also shop by collection. So here we have the Pride 365. We have Partners in Petty that is coming out soon to you guys. I can't wait. Hubby and I are filming the first episode this coming week. So that should be up the following week. So we got just a lot of stuff going on, a lot of cool stuff. Bitch Happens. Merch is coming soon. Mad Cracker merch. Working on a bunch of different things. Also working on some new stuff for FTP store. Just all different designs. Everything is up here in the vault. So thank you guys for everybody that has been purchasing from both the FTP store and the Knickknack store. So I'm putting that link in there so you guys have everything to see. So yeah, thank you so much for everything that you do for FTP. Thank you for everything you do for Knickknack production. Our goal is the same. We're here for our people. So thank you to Live for joining us. She is our resident at this point guest host or guest for our Sunday and Wednesday show. So we appreciate her for being with us, and make sure you guys go and stream the Political Tea. And like I said earlier, there will be an FTP crossover. And when Bitch Happens reboots, then I would love a Political Tea Bitch Happens crossover to happen. So Liv has been a day one supporter of mine. So she's just one of the people. So shout out to everybody, TGD, T Cope, K is my name, KK Flow, just all of our day ones out there, Light Mocha, everybody. It's too many to name, but y'all
we
know
missed the boys
who
too.
y'all are. Mr. Boy, shout out to Chris and Trey. Trey's traveling right now, so everybody will be back on Wednesday. So that would be 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m.
Hello?
Oh, sorry about that, y'all. I don't know what happened. I disappeared, and now all of a sudden I'm under. It says I'm Jason now. Hey, that's telling us to wrap it the fuck up, because my husband had already called me twice. Like, what's going on? So, everybody, thank you for tuning in. We love y'all. Thank you for rocking with us so much. We appreciate y'all, and we will see y'all on Wednesday. Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Trey Rich Live is here with the summer anthem, Black Boy Joy. Turn it up, drop it low, catch the vibe. Black Boy Joy, out now, streaming on all platforms. Black Boy Joy merch is exclusively available at the FTP store. Order now at ftp-store.printify.me.
You guys, it is Trey, and I am out in these streets. So tonight I'm actually performing at the Black Rabbit Rose. So we shall see how it goes. I haven't sang in so long. I'm so excited just to get out and just, practice my voice. Being on stage is just a really great place for me to practice. And I think two of the songs, actually, all three of the songs I'm doing tonight, I've never done before. Actually, I have done. I'm doing TLC's Waterfalls. And I've done that once, like ages ago. But I haven't done the Juice WRLD Lucid Dreams or my song Star before, so we'll see how it goes. They're going through sound check right now, so we'll have a little gander. What's happening?
Let me back to y'all right quick. I feel suns and the moon when I find you. No comparison, can't define you. Deep Space Nine, treasure of mine. Big dick, spaceship crash, round and round. Tickle with the rip of gravity, float on the way up. Kendrick planets afloat, dribble lay up. We together, never solo, it's a times two. I'm the mirror to your shine, I could blind you. Sick of the norm, ready to go. Don't want no parts of the already know. Nebula slow, alien slow, planets to grow. Never the low, we can teleport, let's go.
Emerging from the shadows of suburbia, summoned by seasoning, bothered by black joy, allergic to facts. It's the mad crackers, minding everything but their fucking business. Coming soon.
It's my theme music.
Knick-knack, paddywhack, Day County, bitches back. I'm raw, uncut, and bitch, I'm black as fuck. Sharpshooter with the truth, you crackers better duck. So cutthroat, wordplay on razor. Stay prepaid, straight talk, no chaser. Get on the mic and I do what I do. Don't like what I say, bitch, fuck you. I am my ancestors, let freedom ring. Honkies pull up, let the chopper sing. Might tell you a joke, but I never tell a lie. Fuck a pussy asshole, 305 till I die.
But you want our cash. Can't go to the burbs and set up shop. Can't fuck with niggas, y'all been the ops. Follow us around like we're trying to steal. Put that shit back, then you shoot to kill.
Red lips, no hips, long back with a crack. Holding Travis hostage so he won't go back to black. Gave away millions just to get a tax break. Red hat to the back, make America great. Fucked a lot of frogs, but I finally found my prince. Got married at the garden just to upstage the Knicks. Fuck Mom Donnie, shut down NYC. Paparazzi everywhere, all eyes on me. I'm walking white privilege, gotta have it my way. Can't talk shit about me, made him sign an NDA. Please respect my privacy while I throw it in your face. Had to marry Travis to preserve the white race. Red lips, no hips, long back with a crack. Holding Travis hostage so he won't go back to black. Gave away millions just to get a tax break. Red hat to the back, make America great. Red lips, no hips, long back with a crack. Holding Travis hostage so he won't go back to black. Gave away millions just to get a tax break. Red hat to the back, make America great. Inattention whore, giving media fatigue. Jealous of his ex, cause she's out of my league. Watched him go from black girl magic to mayo salad. So insecure, I put his dick in a ballot. World's oldest team, but I'm 36. Mean girls, Taylor Squad, white chicks. Fake as fuck, but my grift is real. Be divorced in a year with a new Disney deal. Red lips, no hips, long back with a crack. Holding Travis hostage so he won't go back to black. Gave away millions just to get a tax break. Red hat to the back, make America great. Red lips, no hips, long back with a crack. Holding Travis hostage so he won't go back to black. Gave away millions just to get a tax break. Red hat to the back, make America great.